Okay, let's see. We've got Bay County out there, Nomadic Rancher, CDN Taylor, Daddy B. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Can you all hear me? Just let me know on the chat if you can hear me. I appreciate it. J Mac, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's afternoon. How you doing, brother? Oh my goodness. Let's see, I need to. Where's my pop out chat? There it is. I got to be able to see y'all. Let's see. All right. All right. So this is a different kind of scene. Look, it's a garage. No fire pit. No fire pit. Huh. Okay, y'all all can hear me. Good. That's a good thing. So no fire pit. No cooking. No. It's too windy outside for one thing. So, and I don't want to start a fire when it's windy out and have an accident possibly happen. So it's in the garage. I better open up the garage door just so I can let some smoke out. Because y'all know I like to smoke cigarettes. Oh, woke up from a nice 3 hour nap. You notice I didn't title this live stream. No title, no title at all. I couldn't think of a title, and this was just spur of the moment kind of thing here. So maybe I'll come up with a title later in the live stream or after the live stream. I don't know. We'll see. Jen from Eddie and Jen, good to see you out there. In my prayers, continually in my prayers, you and the family. So, for some of you out there, you realize that Jen and Eddie are looking for a new place to move to that's more safe because the neighborhood that they're in is really not that safe for their kids. And they have their kids in mind before themselves. They need a safe place to live. So what they're doing is simply coming to the community humbly and saying, hey, listen, we need to get out of this place. Can you help us out? Can you help us out? It's as simple as that. And there have been several people in the community that have helped them out. They're looking for $5,000, but you got to realize it's a big family. And it's not cheap to move a big family and then find another place. All right. There's a lot involved. So, and I completely understand it. But if you feel it in your heart that you want to help out Jen and Eddie, or Eddie and Jen, they're in the paranormal community. All right. Then please go over to their channel, hit that PayPal, send them a couple bucks. Okay. They didn't ask me to do this. I want to do that. I wanted to say that. Okay. I want to thank all the people that have helped them out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shelly, how you doing? Barefoot Adventures. Good to see you out there. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. It's been an interesting 48 hours. Holy crap, has it been interesting. Oh my goodness. So apparently I'm a stalker now. Apparently I'm a stalker. And apparently I've been stalking someone for 17 months. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too freaking funny. um, and apparently I'm in lust. I'm in lust with some guy. Some guy. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm happily married. There is no one else on this planet that I want or that I am attracted to. I'm happily married to my spouse. Happily. 16 wonderful, beautiful years together. So I wanted to dispel any information out there that old Cab 7 is stalking uh, some middle-aged misfit out there. Uh, uh, anyhow, I had to get that out. It's been sitting on my heart. It's been sitting on my heart for what, 24, 48 hours, something like that. Can you imagine old Cab 7? Can you imagine me being that? Oh my God. I know that you want me, Cab. I know that you me, but you can't have me. You can't have me, Cab. No. Ugh, God. For one thing, you're kind of scary looking. But I do admire the fact, that you want to look like me. You grew the beard, okay? It's not as epic as mine, all right? It's not quite as epic as mine. But I admire the fact that you grew the beard because you want to look just like old Cab 7. So, and maybe one day, when you get real old like me, because I'm extremely old. Kids, how you doing, girl? Corey, how you doing? Don't come to my live stream then and leave comments with troll accounts. Well, listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. So, you like to make up stories. You like to make up stories. You're a storyteller. Okay, I get that. That's your content. You pretend to be a millionaire. You pretend to have a Lamborghini. You own all these acres and stuff like that. I get that. Makes for mediocre content. So I thought old Cab 7 needs to step up his game. I'm going to step up my game and see if I can outdo his story. Now, he's used my name many times, so I feel free that I can at least use his first name, David. If you're out there watching, it was all made up. The last thing I'd ever want to do is hang out with you and the misfits. That is the last thing I'd ever want to do. Come on now. And I wouldn't even know what name to even come up with to go over there to equal the odd names that you all come up with. I couldn't think of nothing. But I'll tell you this much. I have been lurking. I've been lurking since what, 2 years ago. I've been lurking. I'm not the only one. A lot of people lurk your channel. But guess what? YouTube allows you to do that. I can lurk your channel. I can step up into your chat and I can talk until you block me. All right? I can go up into your chat and talk until you block me. So we got that freedom on YouTube to be able to do that. Let's see. Kyle, how you doing? Good afternoon. Rock and Robin, how are you doing? Cab, I know you stocked Jif peanut butter, but never another human. Let's see. Exactly. I got plenty of peanut butter. And trust me, you don't want to stalk David. Ugh. Hold on a second. Oh, God, just looking at that face. Oh. So it's gotten to the point where he loves me so much that he put up my picture from Facebook on his live stream. Now, I would never I would never, I would never stoop that low. I couldn't handle putting up a picture of you in my live stream or in my videos. Oh, 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 oh God, I'm getting sick just thinking of it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, that's gross. Oh. So, Am, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. Oh. So I knew that they would be over here lurking as soon as I started my live stream. I knew it. I knew it. So listen, you don't need to worry about me being one of you. But I'll tell you, I think I can make a pretty good troll. I really do. I that part I will agree with. Okay, that part I'll agree with. I think I'd make a pretty damn good troll. But I choose not to. I choose not to. I love doing what I'm doing over here at Cab 7. So you don't need to worry about me stalking you. But I'm going to do to you like everyone else does to you. We all lurk. We're all lurkers, okay? You don't need to worry about me putting a picture of you up in my live streams or on any of my videos. That's a promise, okay? That's a promise. I'll never do that. Manny says, oh, Manny, hey, Manny, give me a hug. Come here, Manny. Big old hug to you, bro. Big old hug. Heck yeah. Wolf said, Forage and Farm. Hey, Mr. Ben, great to see you. Good to see you too, my friend. Good to see you. Fighting Spirit, how you doing? Fighting Spirit's my bodyguard. He is my bodyguard. Ha! I wouldn't mess with them. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't mess with them. Brother, how you doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. Well, actually, it's still afternoon. How you doing this afternoon? Man, I did so much talking today, talking to some friends. I got a hoarse voice. God. Herman the Great, I see you out there, brother. Hope you're doing well. June Gall, how are you? How are you? So I really didn't know what to talk about during this live stream. And a mouse user says, you already messed up and told everybody you lurked. Now it's time for you to stop. No problem. No problem. I'm going to lurk. Okay, I lurk. A lot of us lurk. Actually, most of my friends lurk me. They don't even come into my live streams. I get lurked all the time. I don't care about that. That doesn't hurt nobody. And sometimes I just don't feel like talking, right? A lot of us will watch our favorite live streamer. And I know that David said that I was his favorite live streamer. He said I was his favorite. He loves to watch me, and I got the best content on YouTube. Hey, I'm impressed. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. So he continues to come over and watch me. And one of my biggest supporters. Thank you, David. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Let's see. Still getting over my cold, Ben, but I'm doing okay. Big hug. Big old bro hugs. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I want you to get feeling better, Herman. I'm going to get arrested on stalking charges. Oh my God. That's laughable. That is way below me to want to stalk anyone. Matter of fact, that's a sickness, an illness. All right. You'll be thrown under federal prison for this. Oh my God. Oh, geez. No, but I'll guarantee you this much. For what has happened to me in the last 2 years, when y'all get caught, Okay, this ain't a joke. When y'all get caught, you will go to prison. That's not a joke. All the damage that you've created with me and all these people right here, all these people right here, and this is not the full list. That's not the full list of people. There's more. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would not want to be in your work boots. No way. No freaking way. So you go ahead and keep partying on like there is no tomorrow. I've done told you need to clean up your act and, turn over a new leaf and start doing some good for the community. Let's see. Anonymous, I could care less who you are. I could care less who, but I'm giving you the right. I'm giving you the right to be here. See, this is why I didn't title my live stream. I didn't want to title my live stream because I wanted to see the conversation that would come through. And I knew that y'all would step up, and come over here to cap some. Herman, thank you. I appreciate it, brother. You don't have to do that, but thank you. Anthony, thank you. Hey, yeah, and listen, I'm allowing them the chance to talk. I just want to have a conversation, right? I just want to have a conversation. And for some, it makes great entertainment. It does. It makes great entertainment. I'm not going to call anyone names, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to act like a child. Okay. Okay, Cab, my mistake. It's all good, J Mac. It's all good. Now, if they start, saying some racial things, then yeah, of course, get rid of them because I don't allow that here. No racial stuff. So I hope y'all got some popcorn. I hope y'all got some popcorn. Jesse's Adventures in Trucking. I don't have a wrench here. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I think I got a damn good moderator out there right now that takes care of business. Bam, like that. Woo! Oh my goodness. Hey, dude, you did not have to do that. You did not have to do that. Oh my goodness. That was very generous, of you brother, but you did not have to do that. You know I don't ask for money here. Thank you. You're going to be getting that back. You're going to be getting that back. So what happened to Fire Pit? It got swiped because I cooked too much. It did. It got swiped. It did. I saw that said last night when I was lurking the stream over there. It's like, damn, they're going to swipe my damn Fire Pit. So, hey, that's okay. That's all right. I can still do a live stream from my workbench. Hey, Tamara, how you doing, girl? So there's some other things that were on my mind I wanted to say, but because I'm so freaking old, I forgot what they were. I forgot what they were. Oh, stop scamming people. Thank you, Potter. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, thank you for bringing that up. Listen, I'm going to show you people right now. Okay, now see, Potter knows better. David knows better. They both know better what happened to the reward money. This happened some time ago. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all proof. All right, I'm going to show y'all proof what happened to the reward money. I'm going to hold on a second. Be patient with me now. Be patient with me, please. Father knows better. David knows better. All right. Be patient with me. Let's see. Old pen pervert is stalking. Pen predator stalking me. See, I could go New Jersey predator stalking me. Young pen or young Jersey pervert is stalking me. I could use those titles too, but I won't go there. I won't do that. That's below me. Hold on now. Hold on. Be patient. Okay. Go over to my videos. I'm gonna show you here, people. See, they keep telling lies where the money went, but I've got proof where the money went. There's a reward put up, whoever caught the swatter. Okay, now a channel named Botter admitted that, said they're the swatter. David isn't. David's not the swatter. And I'm telling you right now, looking right in the camera, David's not the swatter. Botter is the one that admitted it. Hey, okay, I got you. I got you. So for as many times as Dave says, well, Ben said my name, said I would, no, I didn't. All right. Botter said, you know what? I'm going to step up to the plate. I'm the one that did it. Okay. So hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see. Let me find these links here. I've got a shitload of videos, so it takes a minute or two to go through them. See, they think I'm scamming people for money. And anyone that knows me knows that ain't the truth. Now that might work on someone else, but it doesn't work on me. And I know all the good that donations that come in here help other people out. And there's some people in this chat right now that can admit to where they've been helped out by Cab 7. Okay. Refunding reward money, 3 of 3. Refunding reward money, 2 of 3. Refunding reward money, 1 of 3. Okay, so I did 3 live streams. Let's show this. Let me show this. Now watch. Now I don't have to do this. I'm just doing it for Botter and for his followers, and David and his followers. Now look. Okay. Bam. Right here. I want to thank my moderators for taking care of that one person out there that we all know about that's trying their damnedest to get to me, and guess what? It ain't gonna work. Now see, back then, this same person, right, that's in the chat right now, was bothering me back then. That was July 25th of 2020. So to this day, they're still over here. So here's the first money, refunding reward money, 1 of 3. Now,
see, last night Jag was barking, right, while I was on the stream.
Now, these videos I did to prove to the community that the money that was donated for a reward, all right, you had a chance to let me know if you wanted your money back, all right? So I did 3 different videos over about a month period, which gave plenty of time to let people know if you wanted your donation back, I have no problem giving it to you. So only one person asked, hey, I want my money back. How much did I donate? So I looked up their name in my PayPal and I said, you donated $2. And they said, forget it. You go ahead and keep it. So whatever that was about, anyhow, everyone trusted me what to do with the money. So I did 3 videos. Now, this is the first video that you're looking at right now. Okay, this is it.
Yeah. And I thought
it just seems like yesterday. I remember this very well.
Is I got to take a dump. That's what it was.
Well, that makes sense.
Man, he's got the bark now. He's not a puppy anymore. He's got that deep.
But my brother helped me
German
out on
Shepherd
this
bark. Like,
and showed
if anyone comes around,
good
be like, I'm
support by
gonna
being
eat
up on
you.
the panel with me because he agreed. Okay, he agreed. Now let me look at all these videos. Holy crap. Look at all these videos. So now let's see. Okay, refunding reward money right here. Number 2 of 3. Same thing. It was the same kind of live stream. I said, is there anyone out there that wants their money back that donated to the reward money to put the swatter behind bars? Okay, and then I did it again. 3 of 3 right here. Did it 3 times. Gave plenty of time. And then it came to the day that I did this video right here called Receipt. Real Paranormal Broadcast. Well, thank you. My goodness. This is proof. If you want to go back and look at these videos, be my guest. Norma Thomas, all right, all the proof is right there. Cute kitty. Miley? I don't think it matters. I mean, those are altered. Oh my God. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. My friend from France, how are you? Loud and clear. Good deal. So you go ahead and you call up the SPCA, okay, hey, that all the money was donated to, which it was. Now, I asked the community, I said, what do you think is the best idea that we should do with this reward money? Since I trusted you, Botter, not to ever bother me again because you told Green Bay Reckoning that you wouldn't do that. And you know what? I believed you. Until February this year when you called the cops on me. And I thought it was all over with. But then there was another break until just recently, I had to get rid of a moderator. And out of that started all this bull crap again, right? I've caused no problems to anyone over in that group. And that's the last thing I'd ever want to do is cause chaos or problems with any creators out there, right? So this is the receipt, of what happened to all that money that was donated. My goodness. For that reward money. You can watch it in this video, people. And I actually sell the receipts from my PayPal account. All right. How are you doing? If you're interested in seeing that. Tammy's passing? Wow. Now, I think there's a matter of fact, look at your Hangouts. I sent you a message. Hold on a second. I can't see the chat right now. But the woman, the CEO of the SPCA that we donated to, wrote me a beautiful letter back. All right. And thanking our community, the Cav 7 community, for donating to help out the animals at that SPCA. A beautiful letter. And I show that as well. Let's see. What's this? Right here. Happy Tales is the name of the SPCA. Happy Tales. Let me blow it up here. Hopefully you can see that. And this is from Karen Friedenberg, President, Happy Trails No Kill Animal Shelter. And this is what she says. I just received notification of your most generous donation to Happy Trails. Heartfelt thanks for me and everyone who works so hard for our shelter. Your kindness was such a welcome surprise today. Sometimes just when you need it. Your faith and goodness of people is restored. I am so curious about the amount of your donation, all those 8s. And I donated $888. I gave her 2 payments. I think the other one was for $777, something like that. Guess it was our lucky number today. Please feel free to get in touch and see the progress of the shelter if you're in the area. I'd love to give you a tour. All the best. Karen Friedenberg, President, Happy Tales. If anyone wants to look up and see if there is such a place, you can do that, okay? Right here in the state of Pennsylvania. I choke up just reading that again. It's been a long time since I read that letter. I've always been a man of my words. Always. I've always tried to help people out. Always. It's just the way I am. Can't help it. And some people will accuse me of doing things while I'm trying to do a good thing. And I suppose on social media will always be that way. That will never change. But all I know is that in my heart, that what I do are good things to simply people out or lift them up. And I will continue to do that, whether I'm on social media or not. I will help people out because that's who I am. Jake Huston, thank you, my friend. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Marga, how you doing? Good to see you out there. I was one of those people who didn't want my money back then, but that was last year. But I always want to help out where I can. And Herman, you're one of those people that have helped out a lot in our community. I've seen you donate to a lot of channels. You got a good heart. Jake Huston does the same thing, right? There's so many of you out there that donate to causes, good causes. And if I could give you a hug, each one of you, for what you do, because it's something that I promote, helping other people out. There's a lot of good-hearted people out in the world, and I see several of them in our community, those that step up to the plate and donate to causes out there, whether someone needs a roof over their head, someone that needs to pay for a headstone, someone that needs food in their fridge, someone that needs an electric bill paid, right? There's a lot of good people in our community, and I give them all kudos. I really do. Pierce, Cab, we all believe you when you are honest and genuine. The trolls are jealous and can't be like you. Yeah, I suppose so. But all I can do is just hope that maybe one day that they turn their hearts around and they take all the energy that they have and hating on people and start loving on people and helping people out because our world needs a whole bunch of that, right? We need to lift people up. We need to help people out. We need more of that. Zach, big old hugs, brother. Thank you for putting out my streams out there. You're the first one. Bam, zap. You put out my live streams. He's the first one that I am aware of on Twitter that posts my live streams, and he's so good at it. Bam. I believe in Ben's cause. I'm going to help him out, and that's what he does. There's a lot of you out there. You think you say, I'm sorry, I can't donate. But you don't need to be sorry in the first place because I don't ask for donations. But listen, you do donate. You donate your time by sharing it out, right? That's a donation. Simply sharing out my live streams, letting the community know about this great place that we all hang out at. For those that give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that's donating. All right. That's the way I look at it. For those that leave those comments out there, the positive comments, that's your time, taking time out of your life to post and say, Cab, I enjoyed your live stream. I enjoyed your video. That's your way of donating. So I think all of us, every single one of us donate in some measurement, right? We do. So, Botter, I need proof. Okay, I need proof if you're the real Botter. I need proof that old Cab 7 fraudsters disabled people. Are you kidding me? I need proof of that. I want to see that. I want to see proof of that. Trust me, I do. We've helped out a lot of disabled people right here at Cab 7 in the last, 8 years. You need to go back and look at some videos, okay? There's a lot of disabled people who have been helped out. Disabled meaning those that might be living with depression, anxiety. And there's a lot of people that come to my live streams that live with anxiety and depression, that have that disability, and they're helped out here at Cab 7. So don't even think about going there. You know that's not true. And you're not going to strike a nerve. All right, you're not going to strike a nerve by saying that. So, but I'll guarantee you, Potter and David, they don't help the community. They don't. I don't see them donate to nobody. They don't. It's below them to donate to anyone at all for their cause. They will not do that. And that's your choice. You don't have to do that. But I don't see you stepping up to the plate and trying to better the community. I don't see you doing that. So look at the source, right? Look at the source. You make a fool of yourself by saying what you're saying. Let's see who else is out there. No one wants to donate to people on YouTube. They're all losers. Well, that's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of good content creators out there, Botter. You know that. There's a lot of good content creators out there. Matter of fact, they're getting screwed over. They are, and I can only say so much. But I think they're getting screwed over. They should be getting paid a lot of money by YouTube, right? I think they should be getting paid a lot of money for the content that they put out. And no, I'm not talking about PewDiePie, okay? I'm talking about channels that educate people. I've learned a lot of things on YouTube. Outfished Angling, how you doing? Good to see you out there. So anyhow, this is just a live stream. This is just a live stream with no title. It's very, I don't know, a generic title, because I didn't know how this live stream was going to go, right? I had no idea how it was going to go. I've been busy with trying to clean up the garden and just get things done around here, right? And then at the same time, work on my channel, right? I put out a video this morning about the praying mantis, and I looked over at the video. It's like, this is a completely positive video. It's a great video, right? I suppose I could have put more effort into making it a little bit more professional, but I didn't. It was the spur of the moment. I saw my friend hanging out at the air conditioning unit, and I said, let's just do a quick video, right? Well, I know where the thumbs down came from, the hate came from. And it was like, I was expecting that, because it is opposite of what they would ever do, right? It is opposite of what they would ever do. And that's fine. A thumbs is a thumbs, whether it's up or whether it's down, right? It's a view. That's the way I look at it. Thanks for being a good person and sitting with us at the fire pit. I don't talk too much, but I enjoy running it and relaxing. Outfished Angling, I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend, and very generous of you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You know, that this is one thing I think that's taken off here at Cab 7. I wanted to come up with a new idea, and it's like, I got a fire pit out there. Why not utilize it? Why not utilize it? And maybe cook some stuff and see what happens, okay? And so I remember doing that first video, and it's like, damn, I got people that's showing up to this and watching it. And it's been really nice. It's an intimate group of people. I don't get that many people that come over there. Okay, I don't. Uh, Maybe 20 to 40 people show up at my fire pit live streams doing some cooking. But you know what? I'm thankful for all those people that do. And usually it's the same good people that come over and support my cause, just to hang out around a fire pit and have conversation. And it's innocent. It's a lot of fun. And who hasn't done that before? You know, growing up as a kid into your adulthood, who hasn't sat around a fire pit with some people and just talked throughout the night, right? And so I want to bring that to you in the best way that I can, right? Through a live stream. I want you to feel like you're there with me. I want you to feel like when I cook something and I put that fork or that spoon up to the camera, that you're eating it, right? Right? I want you to be a part of it as much as I am. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So let me Angel, Angel, okay. Now let me tell you about that. Okay, the fake swats. All right. Now I've got several videos on my YouTube channel here. Just go back and search through them. You'll find them where you'll see quite the opposite of what you just said. Yep. The cops come to my house, pounding on the door, right? And you can hear them talking. All right. The phone calls that come in, and I record all of it. You can hear the state police, all right, and me having conversation with them. So you know better than that. Sorry, you're not going to hit a nerve. If it's a lie, you're not going to hit a nerve. If it's the truth, yeah, you're going to probably hit a nerve. So don't even try going there. You know that's not true. Let's see. Patriot Party. What a joke. What a joke. I want to thank my moderators for getting rid of those negative messages out there. See, this is what happens. You make up all these troll accounts, right? You make up all these troll accounts because you're too scared to come in as your actual self. Step up to the plate, be a man, be a woman, step up to the plate when you come up into my live streams. Everyone else does. Why can't you? Why do you got to hide behind a troll account? Because you're scared. That's what you are. That's why I call you misfits. You're a whole bunch of misfits. You're scared to death. I'll guarantee you, if this group of people were standing right before you physically, you would run to your mama like a little baby. So I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I like doing what I like to do here at Cab 7, simply helping people out. And I will continue to do that. Let's see. And I agree with that. Cowards only hide online. I totally agree with that. Yep, I do. But you know what? That's going to go on for as long as there's social media. That's going to be a continuous thing. People that got big yaps, but they can't show themselves on camera, right? They can't show themselves on camera. And they lie their asses off or they manipulate stories. It's a continuous thing. It's not a way to make friends. And it's not a way to be trusted, right? Never. Okay, I'm looking right now. I'm looking right now. Oh, okay. Thank you. Happy Tales No Kill Shelter. Okay. Here's the address. If you have after watching my video, okay, if you still don't believe me, it is 500 Cemetery Road, Towanda, Pennsylvania. That's who I donated all the reward money to. Okay, they got every bit of it, and the community agreed that it should go there. Okay, so it's 500 Cemetery Road, Towanda, Pennsylvania, 1H848. All right, that's the address of Happy Tales No Kill Shelter. All right. So if you want to see what they're all about, um, go ahead and write them. Go ahead and send a donation. They would certainly and gladly be they'd happily take your donation to help out the animals in their shelter. Let's see. I have 5 of them in Colorado. Here, when I post fishing videos, they thumb down and call me a thief for making videos show how to fish. They say videos like that already exist. You know what, Outfish Angling? I appreciate you putting out the content that you put out. You keep doing it, okay? Who gives a shit what those haters say? You keep putting out that quality content. Over 100 viewers everywhere. Leave a thumbs up. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. You know what? I could direct you. I could direct you to Botter's channel. I could direct you to David's channel, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. All right. Because I'm not gonna send you to a place where you get negativity and where you get to watch hate happen as the stream goes forward. Okay. I'm not going to direct you to those negative channels. I would never do that. All right. And when they do come into my chat, you can see what type of people they are without even having to go to their channels. Okay. You see what type of people they are. Clyde, do something. Wow. That's something else. Over 100 viewers. Good on you, Cab. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So 81 people watching right now. 81 people supposedly watching this live stream. Listen, get the news out. Let people know. Let people know that Cab 7's live right now, okay? And this ain't no drama stream, okay? It ain't no big deal. I could be hooting and hollering and yelling and screaming and all that, but I choose not to do that. That's not the way I am. Clyde is my friend. All right. There is a Clyde out there that is my friend that I've known for many years. So he's a good person. He's a good person. Pierce says, Ben, I'm sure you will convert some of the trolls into stop being a troll. Well, if that ever happens, I'll probably never know about it, my friend. I'll probably never know about it. But if that has happened over my 8 years, hey, more power to me, right? More power to me. Oh, let's see. I won't be intimidated by anyone in this world or scared by. God is the only thing that I'm afraid of. Well, I love God. There ain't no doubt about that, right? I do love God. CD and Taylor Made Production. I will be back in a bit. Need to get some food. All right, sounds good. So I for for all the real channels out there that are watching this right now, this broadcast, thank you for being here. And if you are in support of this channel, Cab 7, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm humbled by that. Thank you. For the fake channels out there, or troll channels, I don't think I have anything to say to you. Cabby, dude, we can't control what other people does. We can only control what we do. I say just do you. Don't let someone else take away your sunshine. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why I say I'm proof. I've been here for 8 years. For all the shit that I've been through, all the shit that I've been through, and how it's affected my life. I still step up to the plate almost every day, and I do a live stream, either on D Live or I do it here. Right? Right? I still want to get out that positive message, make a person smile, maybe make a person laugh. Ah, thank you. Thank you, moderators. Thank you. So I get botted too. I don't care if it gets up to the millions. I don't care if you bought my stream. Here's the deal about botting streams, people. Okay. Now don't get worried. If you've had your stream botted before, this is what happens. The algorithm comes through at the end of the day, the algorithm comes through and it knocks out all those fake fake accounts. Okay. And then it'll show you the reality of what your stream actually got by views. So I'm not worried about bots. And who would waste so much money as to pull out a credit card and pay for bots? I what a waste of money. I'd rather put my $5 or $10 into something else that makes sense. So I don't care if you bought my streams. That doesn't bother me at all. Uh. Just Jim, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you out there. Everything 2020, good to see you out there. If I've missed any names, I'm sorry. I don't mean to miss anyone. Story of Dory, good to see you out there. Neither real or fake in limbo, says my brother. Story of Dory. Nice, nice. So listen. These people, these misfits, have been trolling me and hating on me for 2 years. What can I do about it? Right? What can I do about it? Try to ignore it? Yeah, I suppose you can try to, but that's not an easy thing to do, right? Not everyone can ignore hate, especially when it comes to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. But the proof is by saying, you know what? I'm going to still create content, whether you like it or not. I'm still going to do good things for a community of people, whether you like it or not. I'm not interested in your channels over there. I could care less. I really could care less. You have no content whatsoever. The content that you have is hate. That's what it is. It is specifically catered to the hating community, which is sad because I wish hate never existed. I wish it never existed. So you got a counterbalance, and I'm the counterbalance, right? I'm the counterbalance. For every bit of hate that you put out in the world, I'm going to put every bit of positivity and love and peace out in the world as I can to counterbalance you out there, whether you like it or not. Okay, just Jim said it's going, Cab. I was offered another job besides hospital security. No kidding. Well, that's awesome. Man, I wish the best for you. You know that. Let's see. Now, I don't know who this Nick person is. So I can't say nothing about that because I don't know that person. Boomer D, you can stop talking about it and focus on the ones here for you. Just saying. Yep. And that's how some people choose to do that. That's exactly right. But today I wanted to talk about it. I did. Because I'm not the type of person to sit back, right, and let it build up and then all of a sudden I explode. That would not be good. I'd end up in a hospital, right? And I don't want to end up in a hospital. So I figure that maybe simply sit down and have a conversation is the best way to do it without hate, right? Without judging, right? Without being a child, a little 12-year-old. And for me, this works. This works for me. And I know there's people out there, Ben, just ignore it. Just ignore it, Ben. Just ignore it. Uh-huh. That works over real well. Thanks, Kath. You visited the hospital, let's see, a couple times, and it was too crazy for me. Okay. I get it. I get it. Gotcha then. If you know, I don't know Nick. Yeah, I don't know Nick. I told you. Listen, listen. What you witnessed around the fire pit, what was that, yesterday, last night, or night before last? I can't remember now. It's been 1 or 2 days ago. So David is a storyteller. David is a storyteller. All right. He's even admitted that. He's even admitted it. So I wanted to out storytell him. And I beat him. I knew I would. I would win. I would take the champion belt home. And I did it. I did it. So I thought I'd come up with a cockamamie story like I did and said that I was one of you and I've been hanging out with you for 17 months. That worked out really well. If you didn't believe me, live streams wouldn't have been talking about it over there on the other side of the tracks. I got you good. So I can tell a better story than what David can anytime. I could say I own a big log cabin up the mountains. I own 500 acres and have people believe me. All I want is 5 acres and a tiny cabin in the mountains. I'd be completely happy with that. But I don't. I don't. I admit it. Let's see. I can't think of much else to say. I really can't think of much else to say. Hence, I couldn't think up of a title for this live stream. I really couldn't. So, anyhow, just an overview. If any of you are wondering where the reward money went, I've got 3 live streams out there, okay? 3 live streams asking the community if they want their money back. All right. No one did. And then I asked the community, where would you like these donations to go? Everyone agreed that SPCA would be an awesome place helping out animals. Why not? And I love doing that anyway. That's what we do. We help out animal shelters. So all the money went there. If you want to see all the receipts, there's that video called Receipts. If you want to see where the money went, that was for the reward money. Okay. So your donations were well spent to help out animals. Okay. All right. Well, I, for one, don't believe a word coming out of your mouth, Ben. I assume everyone is lying to me. Hold on a second. Let me read that again. Well, I, for one, don't believe a word coming out your mouth, Ben. I assume everybody is lying to me. That went over my head. I don't understand that. I think I read that. I read that incorrectly. I must have read that incorrect because it just sounds like you just said you don't believe me, that I'm a liar. I don't know. Help me understand that, Boomer. Rosanna, you should have put just getting together. Now, this live stream will be unlisted. Okay, just to let y'all know ahead of time, this live stream will be unlisted. My live stream, my last cooking live stream was also unlisted because what you witnessed that night is not the way I want people to see me. Okay. I don't want you to see me as someone that is negative like I was the other night. All right. I don't want people to see me that way because that's not the way I am. So that live stream was unlisted, and this one will also be enlisted because this is not what I'm about, right? But I wanted to confront these people who accuse me every day over their live streams. I am their content. I am their content. They got no other content out there, right? Is that receipt video from 11 months ago? I think it was. Hold on a second. Let me look. Let me look. Receipts. Let's see. That was from November 15th, 2020. November 15th. Let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on a second. Let me share. Okay, right here. There you go. All right, there you go. It's let me show you the date. Okay, right here. November 15th, 2020 is when I put out that receipts video. So if anyone wants to watch that, um, I show both receipts, the 888, the 777, then another $10 one as well, which was a test to see if the SPCA actually would receive that money. I only sent $10 the first time, and it went through. I felt comfortable with that, and then the other monies went to them. So it is streamed on stream live on November 15th, 2020. Okay, there you go. Hmm. Oh, much love to you, Roseanne. Thank you. I appreciate that. Much love to you. Yolanda, how you doing, girl? Love and blessings. Amen to that. Love and blessings. Yolanda is such a beautiful person. Okay, Boomer, I don't know where you're. I must misunderstood you because I must have read that wrong. I I I, I don't know how to take that. Uncle Cab, I got good news. What's the good news? What's the good news? I need to hear some good news. Cab, you have some awesome moderators, my friend. I sure do, Kyle. I sure do. You should do should do a panel. You want me to do a panel, Boomer? You want me to do a panel? Now remember, Boomer, I'm different than you are, bro. Remember, I'm different. Some people think this is a waste of time and I should ignore it. I'm opposite of that. Okay. You know me by now. All right. You know me by now. I don't mind doing live streams like this. But if who wants to come up on the panel? Does anyone want to come up on the panel and talk about this? So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I went over to D Live for about a year, okay, to get away from YouTube because it got out of hand and I got tired of the hate. I got tired of the hate, so I walked away from YouTube. It was meant as a joke. Oh, okay, I got you. All right, Boomer. All right. That's cool, brother. I left D Live. Everyone knows this. Or excuse me, I left YouTube. Everyone knows this. And I went over to this really cool community called D Live, and I've really enjoyed it there. I have. And a lot of people have taken to me over there, just like they have here at YouTube, right? But I needed to take a break from YouTube because what was happening that shouldn't have been happening, right? It kind of fucked up my life. To be honest with you, it did. It kind of fucked up my life. These haters. So I went over there and started kind of like a new online life, right? And it has been quite a success. I'm almost up to 10,000 followers over there at D Live, and I'm very thankful for the people that support my channel over at D Live. And I think it's a pretty good platform. It is. But after a year or so, and it quieted down here at YouTube, I decided to come back here. And it was quiet for a short period of time, right? And then all of a sudden, just recently, in the last couple of weeks, the bullshit has started again, right? Again, from the same group of misfits. And I was hoping that wasn't because the last thing I want to do is go after people, right? And I'm not the type of person that does that. I'm not the type of person to just do a live stream and go after people. So it's like, shit, I've been gone for a year and here I am coming back over here trying to do a good thing for people because a lot of people ask me to come back. And all of a sudden this bullshit starts up again. I've been threatened. I've been doxxed. We're going to swat you, cab. We're going to dox you, cab. We're going to expose you, cab. It's the same old bullshit that I went through the first time, a couple years ago. So it's pretty sad that these people would continue to do this, knowing that I'm trying to do a good thing. They realize that I'm doing a good thing, but they will never admit it. They will never admit that I've got a good channel and I simply try to lift people up. They will never admit that, but they know that it's the truth. Allow me to go ahead and keep doing this without bothering me. I won't bother you. Don't bother me. All right. I don't go out of my way to bother you people. So allow me to do what I do. All right. It's not hurting you in any way. Thank you, moderators. Okay. I can bring you up, Boomer. Like, anyone want to come up on the panel and talk about all this stuff? Anyone want to talk about it? I don't want to hear cab. You need to ignore it. Okay. That's a pet peeve. Do not tell me cab, just ignore it. All right. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And for any of you people out there that it has worked for, hey, a miracle happened in your life then. Okay. Let me tell you, a miracle happened in your life. Ignoring does not work. I'm telling you, I've been doing this long enough to know. So I'm going to bring Boomer up. Boomer, I'm going to send you a link. Anyone else want to come up? Exactly. Why bother people when you don't bother them? Exactly. Jim, hey, that's okay. It's all good. I get it. Uh, they must have sad lives, man, to carry on like moronic fools. Oh my God, grow up. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know what their histories are, right? I don't know how they grew up as kids. They must have been abused, right? They must have been abused or something for them to turn out the way they have as adults. All right, Boomer, I'm sending you a link, brother. Anyone else want to come up? Who else wants to hang out with Cab 7? Send me a message on Twitter, send me a message on Hangouts. I'd be more than happy to bring you up, okay? How did it turn out there, Iron Woman? Dan the Man, good to see you out there. Good to see you. Okay, I'm looking for Boomer on Twitter. There he is. I'm sending to your Twitter. Come on up, Boomer. You got a link. Anyone else want to come up? Send me a message on Twitter or Hangouts. I'd love to bring you up. Let's talk about this. I realize some of you don't want to do that. You don't want to get involved, right? And I get that. I get that. But sometimes it's good to share your story, right? It might inspire someone else out there that's scared to death. If you're one of those people that are scared, right? I totally understand. But for those that aren't scared, that want to come up on my panel and talk about their experience, what they've went through with haters and trolls, right? I'd love to have you come up and share your story. Because remember, your story is going to inspire someone else. It'll make, someone else stronger, I'm sorry to hear about that, Iron Woman. I'm sorry. I keep praying for you, girl, okay? Keep praying for you. You keep coming to my live streams, okay? You keep coming over here, girl, because people love you. All right, I got Boomer D up on the panel. Boomer, how you doing?
Oh, okay now.
Okay, good.
I think I got everything squared away at mom's.
Oh, thank God. So she's got hot water working now?
Yeah, the pilot light went out.
Oh, well, that was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's on your mind, brother?
Part. But I wanted to explain what I meant earlier. It was a delayed response. You were talking about telling stories or something.
Yeah.
And how you could spin a tale. So I was joke on that, how I believe anything you say anyway, and I always assume people are lying to me. So it was supposed to be a joke.
Oh, okay. And you're right. The delay sucks.
Yeah, it does. And especially if you don't look at your chat more frequently. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
Yeah.
But yeah, no fear. Hey, I'm not gonna get on you about anything, man. Not everybody's built like Boomer. Okay. I totally understand where you're coming from. I'm gonna throw out a suggestion now and again.
Yep.
Maybe that's all it is. I'm not trying to get you to shut up or anything like that. It's your prerogative to speak on whatever you feel you need to speak on. I do. I keep it real.
Yep.
And this is your way of keeping it real, letting these momos know that, you're not going to take it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm better at just saying, hey, let the moderators take care of it and ignore that and pay more attention to the people that are trying to conversate with me.
Right.
I just, cut from a different cloth, I guess. But no,
that's right.
How it's, it does affect people's psyche when shit goes on like that. Not me. I mean, I let it not affect me a long time ago, but I do see a lot of repetitiveness, and sometimes you just gotta, you can only take so much. Then you gotta, tell them.
Yeah, that's true. And that's the thing about me. It's I don't do this often. It's actually very rare if I do this because I'm doing my own thing, right? And I've had a lot of trolls come to my live streams, and yeah, the moderators take care, and I don't say nothing about it. But there comes a point when this particular group of misfits have affected my life. They have physically and mentally. They have affected my life. I'm not going to lie about it. I mean, anyone that knows me knows that that's the case. So, and I don't mind talking about it and sharing, right, with people what I've went through and what I'm currently going through with these people. And some people can relate to me where they've been bashed and bashed and bashed over and over and over and over and over again. It's like every day they're getting bashed by channels. And it's like, it's hard to just sit there, right, and have these people lying about you. You want to defend yourself somehow.
Yeah.
Because now you're starting to lose friends. It's like, wait a second. My friends are starting to believe these haters over here, these bastards, these harassing people. No. I don't want to lose these friends. Right? I want to explain my side of the story. Don't believe what the fuck they're saying.
Right.
And I get that. I just sent a link out to M because I know that M and JMac, they've had an ongoing story too for a long time. And that they can relate to what I'm going through. Let's see.
I can definitely relate to the subject of friends suddenly turning on you.
Oh, yeah. The people that say, I don't believe your cockamamie story. It's like, why would I make that up? Right? And I know that M and JMac would say that same thing. Why the fuck would I make this shit up? Right? Anyhow, we got up on the panel. Emma's Gem. Girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? How are you, Boomer?
I'm just ducky.
So, Em, I know that you and me talked, and it's like, hey, Cab, maybe we should do a live stream talking about this kind of stuff. It'd make for great content, and a lot of people can relate to it. I mean, Em and me and JMac aren't the only channels that have been attacked or been targets of haters. We're not the only ones. There's a lot of you out there that are watching this live stream right now that have been affected by haters. All right, trolls, those people that harass you, right? So, Em, what do you got to say about all this?
Oh my God, where do I start? These haters, okay? I hate it when they stoop so low to start making up shit and that their followers are believing it.
Yes.
That's horrible.
Yep.
And I've been with you. I've been ignoring them, and you can only ignore so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's very stressful.
And that you and me can also relate on that because we both have anxiety. And when it comes to moments like this, the anxiety shoots through the roof. you're trying not to be nervous, right? And you're trying to get out everything to where everyone would understand, but it's hard to get it out with all the anxiety that's going on, right? And you kind of stumble over words, and that's just a part of the anxiety. So you and me both understand that.
Yeah, and so like what you're going through, these people that are been trolling Jay and I, and
Yeah.
that community, that other people that have left them.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you stop? They're not proving anything. And they're saying they're showing receipts and stuff. We showed our receipts.
Exactly.
But everything that she's trying to do is show shit that was talked about years ago when she was against that other person, which is her partner now,
Well, and it affects just more than one person. It affects the people that care about you, right?
Yes.
People will see you do a live stream because you're suffering. Okay, you got some anxiety going on, and your friends don't want to see you go through that. So not only is it affecting the particular channel, it's affecting the people that love them.
Yeah, I wanted to comment real quick on the fact that I have seen that happen a lot. I mean, for me, I cut ties with somebody. That's it. I just cut ties with them. I'm not one of those vindictive assholes that, that constantly have to badger them and pick on them and bring up old shit and open old wounds. And I will agree that shit happens and it shouldn't. I mean, if you want to cut ties with somebody, leave it at that. Just go on your way, let them go on their way. I don't fuck with people that I cut ties with. It's a waste of my time, and it's fucked up. The people that want to keep it going and keep it going, that's the shit I try to stop. I just cut ties and I leave. Fuck it. I may see them somewhere else and I just won't say anything. I'm not gonna go out of my way to be nice, but I definitely ain't gonna go out of my way to fuck with their life.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Do their thing. I agree with you on that. You and I have had problems in the past, but I hold nothing against you. I hope you accept my apology, but you don't have to talk to me, and I understand. But this right here, we can all relate to. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that I do agree with.
And as for J Mac, everybody knows, yes, he has sent pizzas in the past, but same sense, we have got pizzas in the past. When I was in Florida, and even when I was here, 4 times we have been a welfare check on us. That's something we would never do to anyone. The Craigslist ads, yeah, that happened in the past a long time ago. But now people are doing that shit, like copying. And it's looking bad on Jay because everybody's like, oh, that's Jay's MO. No, I know you didn't invent it. Other people did it. But that's the thing is we're not doing nothing, but we're still getting blamed for the shit and trying to look like these horrible people. And like Boomer, we haven't talked probably in a year. Do I say anything bad about Boomer? No, I don't. Boomer's not a bad person. He really isn't. Boomer's one of those, you either love him or hate him. So that's the thing with him. But, I honestly don't have any problems with Boomer. And he watches a lot of people too. So I think he knows what I'm talking about.
Huh? Yeah. And that's one thing I can say I never have done, never will do. I don't get vindictive like that or try to fuck with people by, send out those fake. It's happened to me several times. And I've known some of the people that have done it, but am I gonna stoop to their level and do it back? No, I'm a fucking grown ass man. I lived a pretty full life and done some bad things, done some great things, but for that to that's just childish and moronic to do shit like that. So, I would never do that. And I have been accused of it on several accounts by several different people. I was accused. That's why I split ties with somebody else way back, because they accused me of doing that to them just because they did it to me. I don't do that shit. And that's on my children. Okay. I would never do that.
One thing that comes out of that though, this thing spirals out of control. One channel says, you know what, I'm not going to bother you anymore. I'm out of here. And they go on with their lives. Okay. They're doing the right thing. But the other channel can't quite do that. They're pissed off because how it ended. So they're going to continue their bullshit on that channel that walked away. Right. But also other people are going to get involved and they're going to see this. So now you that walked away the way you did, you're getting attacked by their people. That's what comes out of all this bullshit. All right. It's not just a problem between two channels anymore. Now you got to deal with the supporters of those channels. And that's what makes it bad. That's how you lose these people as friends. And most of them in the case, if they're gonna drop you like you're nothing, they were never friends to begin with anyway. They were always the type of person that's on the fence, right? And there's a lot of people on social media that are fence hoppers. Okay. If this side can offer more than this side, guess what? I'm going to take your side today. But if this side can offer more than this side, I'm going to take your side today. And you will see these people up in those live streams supporting those particular channels, right? Out of the chaos that has happened between A and B. It happens every fucking time. I've lost a lot of subscribers because people chose to believe the other side.
Yep.
Well, you were never a friend to begin with anyway. I've got a track record. Everyone knows me, right? I put myself out there. Everyone knows me. Everyone knows what my journey is all about, what my cause is all about. Everyone knows. And for a person that's known me for 2-3 years to be able to say, you know what, Cab, I can't follow you anymore because I believe what they said. All right.
That's
bye.
Stupidly horrible.
Bye.
Like there's people in your chat, like Yankee Kyle, fantastic person.
Yeah.
He's a supporter of everyone. And
yes.
I mean, everyone out there. A lot of people are like that. I see them when I'm lurking at their chats, I see them in there talking, typing away. It's love you too, Nina. So many people. And then what I hate is like an ex-best friend and stuff gets on this hate train and starts saying lies. And now I'm looking totally horrible on this. And I don't even mention her name.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
I talked to Uber one day about that. And ever since then, I don't say anything. I don't say her name. And shit still is continuing on and on and on. Huh? Yeah, it bothers, even Jay said it bothers him when anyone bothers her. A lot of you probably know who it is. And again, I'm not going to say names. But the rumor is now that we're prank calling her. You know what? I would never do that to Becky. Becky has dropped, oh my God, I just said her name. She has dropped her phone, which is her lifeline. And I've called her mom and her, helpers to come get her phone for her. And that is literally her lifeline.
Right.
And that's happened twice. So for these people to say this shit and make this shit up, it hurts. It really does.
Yeah.
So
hey, I get it. I mean, and that's the thing, as viewers, we see how channels are, right? So we can see the good that you do or the bad that people can do either way. And so we make up our mind, and it's like, okay, I can guarantee this channel is going to be doing this every time they do a live stream. It's guaranteed. And then you got other channels that's like, I don't know if I could trust them at all because they're always flip-flopping, right? So beware of this channel, but I'm going to stick with this one because they're usually right on point and they're usually pretty honest.
I mean, like you can go back and look at all of your videos. So much positivity in them, you know, and fun and everything. And everybody, your chat's rolling, everybody's talking. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 different conversations going on in your chat while you're cooking and stuff. And that's amazing. But these drama channels, or they say they're not drama, but you go and watch their channels, that's all they are. They have screaming on there, and it's a like Jay says, it's a slippery slope to get involved with them. And it's not, I mean, especially when there's yelling going on. What is that proving?
And that's, you know, I was just talking about that last night about people coming to the table. I cannot have a conversation with someone that's yelling at me. Do not yell at me, okay? I'm not yelling at you. There's no reason for you to yell at me. You're very passionate about what your thoughts are right now. I get that. But come down a few levels, okay? Let's talk about this. But for a person that's not willing to open up their mind and all they're thinking about is their passion, it's an impasse. We're not going to get anywhere with you being pissed off.
No. And also to everybody, and I'm saying everybody, we all talk behind the scenes. We vent behind the scenes. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
You know, but what some people do is they try to take that and hold it against somebody, hold it above their head.
Oh, the private conversation.
Yep.
Well, the thing that people got to worry about in private conversations is how much do you really trust that person?
Exactly.
How much do you really trust that person? And the saying goes, and I think Am, you and me agree upon the same thing, that the people that you surround yourself with, you become like them. So if you're hanging out with a group of people, there's a reason why you're hanging out with them. You like the way they are. You like that. You dig it. You can relate. So why not hang out with them? And because there's so much in common. All right. And so I think you even said there was another term that you used that's like that. What was it? Birds
of a feather flock together.
There we go. Yeah. Birds of a feather. And that is so true.
Also, Jane, we've never.
I was a dirty bird.
You're a dirty bird.
You're a dirty bird.
Like, I'm friends with other people that Boomer is friends with.
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa. But also, I'm not friends with who Boomer associates with. You know, I don't care. That's how I am. Even with Jay, there's a few people he's friends with.
This whole community started out in the same patch of grass. So, like, we may have our disagreements, but, you know, in the end, it's really kind of minor. Some of the stuff that people are doing are making it so serious. And our little arguments seem like family tiffs compared to this hate.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly right. Yeah. You know, when it comes to CPS, when it comes to wellness checks or swattings, you know, that you've went beyond just an internal social media live stream now. You've went beyond that. It's now affecting your life outside of social media. And why people go that distance is beyond me. That's true hate. That is true hate. To call up CPS or to do a wellness check on someone, that's pure hate. I can't explain it any other way.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
You know, that they feel like they can't affect you in conversation in the chat. They can't affect you by comments that they make on a video or thumbs down, right? That's not good enough. They want to hurt you more. So they go beyond that scope and they call up the cops or they call up CPS. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt.
Because they jaded you with the hate and then they can't get the same reaction out of you. So they go to the next level.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start to ignore it is when they change it to the next level. And that's why you can't just
keep
ignore
going
it.
up and up. And
Exactly.
up.
Exactly. And see, so that's what you're going through. And you've been going through this for a while, just like Cab 7. You know, I've been going this for 2 years. You know, and I know there's a lot of people out there that can relate to what we're going through, both our channels. So I'm not the type of person to sit back and just let things roll off my back. Okay.
No,
When it comes to going beyond the social media thing, when it starts hitting my doorstep, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to have a panel. We're going to have a live stream. We're going to talk about this.
yeah. And the neighbors are getting a tree cut down, so it's getting noisy. And I forgot what I was going to say. Just a moment. Shoot. Oh, okay. So I do go and lurk. Unfortunately, that gives them a view. But I like to know what they're saying and doing behind scenes, so I can be prepared if somebody comes to me or something. You know.
Right.
Not that I'm watching them for glory or anything.
You like to have your ducks lined up. You like to have your ducks lined up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. You know, I'll go lurk streams, and there's a few haters I have out there. And that just comes with being a target, and I hate to put that title above myself, but I am. I'm a target like anyone else is out there. And so I'm a big time lurker. I like to know what's going on and get that information, because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm going through.
Right.
So nothing wrong with lurking channels.
The way I see it, I mean, I don't have to go off stage or off screen or whatever behind the scenes to say anything I feel I need to say about anybody, because I think I do it pretty much right in the open. If there's anybody out there that don't already know how Boomer D feels about them, then, oh well, lurk me, whatever, contact my friends, try to get, for one, I haven't talked privately with anybody in years. So, and when I used to, it was never about talking about other people, because I've already said what I needed to say live on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And so that stuff doesn't even exist with me. I don't feel the need to lurk out channels to see if anybody's talking about me. I pretty much know how people feel about me, so I don't need to do that. If I am done with a certain channel, I'm done with that channel. I don't go over there and snoop, and that's just me. I don't do that, because everybody should know that, Boomer says what he wants to say, what he feels he has to say live to everyone. I don't play them high school games. I don't sit and talk about people behind their back. I already let them know how I feel, and that's all I need to do, and I end it right there. There's no need to go any further than that.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on that too, Boomer. He does speak his mind. And a lot like Jay and I, UCAB, Boomer, we don't say anything behind the scenes that obviously we will not say to a person's face. If you get confronted by it, you're going to take the blame for it. I've seen Cab do it. I've done it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to hide. But then they still go on and on and on. And then, it's getting to the point where they're threatening your lives. Like you said, doing the swatting, doing the welfare checks. There's been 2 times I was live on D-Live when we had a welfare check. But I played it off. I didn't want people knowing what was going on. We've had numerous pizzas delivered. And one day I was like, damn, what are they? And the guy told me, I'm like, I'll just buy them anyways, because I didn't have to make lunch. So, sometimes things work out for the best. Sometimes, but this is the first time we're really talking about how shit like this has happened to us. And it's not fun. It really isn't.
And it can be a very lonely and scary world when you have no one to talk to about it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm the type of person, I'm sorry. I will talk to my closest of friends and I'll say, listen, this is what's going down. I just simply need someone to talk to about it. And I kind of go beyond that scope, because if it's something that's real important, I'll take it to a live stream, because I know it's not just affecting me. Other people can relate to what I'm going through. There's a lot of channels out there right now, and several channels that are in this this live stream right now have been affected by haters. And I could name off those channels right now in this live stream, but I won't, that are affected by haters. Y'all can relate to me. You know what I'm talking about. And you're the type of person that's not going to bring it up because you don't want to be the focus. You don't want the shit coming at you. So you tend to be quiet about it. You will not bring it up publicly. You might talk to a friend or two privately to try to get you through it. But I kind of go, I go outside the box and I do a live stream about it because I do want to help people out there that are going through what I'm going through. They're going through what M and J-Mac are going through. And I want you to know how we deal with it. This is how we deal with it the best way that we can.
You know, Thomas is in your chat too. And yes, Thomas, I agree with you on that. Thomas, Rebecca, Mel, Megan, Ashley, all these people have been behind me through this whole ordeal and stuff. Because at first they were admitting it was some funny shit. Then all of a sudden it just got worse and worse. And they're the ones helping me try to refrain from going live and reacting to what this person or these people are saying. Those are true friends right there. But sometimes I will go rogue without anybody knowing. I'll go live like at midnight and then I'll just go to fuck off. But then I change, or I put that video on private. And a lot of people come in there and I feel the love and support like you do here.
Right.
So, but this one person, I guess, Sutton Jams is having a drama ween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And well, this particular person wants to be first place and win that T-shirt. So I'm thinking this is why she's bringing up all this stupid shit and causing so much ruckus for a fucking T-shirt.
Well, now I was the focus on, I think, the first 2 years of that. They went after me and they did what we talked about in a past conversation, the innuendos. A lot of people didn't notice those innuendos, but it wasn't meant for them to notice. It was meant for me to notice.
Yeah.
And so they pulled the innuendos and I'm going, holy shit. So, but it's not, there's a word that they call that they call these skits. What do they call that? What are the skits? There's a word for it. Huh? Satires. Yeah. Okay. Now I know what satire is and I know what hate is. And there's a big difference between the two. So this person claims that those videos or those live streams are all about satire. No, they're not. It's about a whole bunch of misfit people that love to hate. Okay, it's birds of a feather. All the people that basically go over there and support this terrible habit, right, are all about the hate. It is not about satire. It is not. And trust me, I felt the hate when I saw those live streams. I felt it. And I had people hating on me because of it. So it is, that is all of what, this world is bad enough as it is. Why do we need more hate in it? Why promote hate? Why do that?
Well, it's not, they're not adding any more to it. They're just bringing it from real world to social media. It's just more out there now, social media, than it was, back before social media. It's not that there's more hate in the world. It's just people have a easier avenue to put it out there now, and they're wallowing in it, or they're celebrating it. Like, oh yeah, now I can get it out quick to everybody how much I hate this individual or whatever, and that's what they do. It's always been there. They just never had a way to put it out the way they do today.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. A piece of news.
For the most part, social media is a taboo. I was just telling my mom yesterday, I was saying, you know what? All this technology is bullshit and all that and everything. I wish we could go back to the 70s and 80s, the way things were there before all this advanced technology and shit like that. Because at least, if somebody hates you, it's not out there for the world to see. And you can accept it a little bit better. Not putting your head in the sand per se, but the less you know what people feel about you, really, the better off you are. You know what I mean? And 70s and 80s was the best era ever. We had Ronald Reagan, it was just a great, and I blame technology, social media for all the new hate in the world. Not new, but newly discovered. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be just happy just to dump it all, and go back to living the way I was living before social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can understand you saying that, but then look at all the good stuff that's come out of social media that saved a lot of people's lives. I mean, it's 50-50.
True. Well, see, the thing is, it's not really a 50-50 scale when, as a matter of fact, the other night I was thinking, oh God, we were thinking, like the balance between disaster and miracles. There are far less miracles in this world than there are disasters. Whether it's a personal disaster in your personal life or worldwide, whatever. And I'm thinking it's like, it's ridiculous that, it's like, everybody says, well, look at the positive of everything. Well, when there's less positive to look at than there is negative, there is no balance. There's no balance there at all. There's more tragedy in life than there are, good things, miracles. It's like, it's just, it isn't 50-50 as far as I'm concerned. There's way more bad than there is good out there.
And I can honestly, well, I want to say hi to a few people in chat. I noticed everybody's scrolling up. So hi to everyone, Zach, AJ, Cody. Oh my gosh. Well, hello to everyone. I can't go back and keep looking at everyone. But also what I want to say is I have met in life some amazing people out there. And unfortunately, I got hit with one bad apple, But is that going to stop me from meeting more people? No. But you learn, who you want to invite to your home and who you don't. So,
wouldn't it be nice that we could look into the future on people's lives? If we had that gift to be able to say, well, I want to know what kind of person this is that I'm getting involved with as a friend. And if I had that power, holy shit, I would have the most perfect friends on the planet. I would. And it would be a small, intimate group of people, because all those other ones, I was pre-warned about. I was able to look into their lives and see what they were actually all about. Those fence teeters, what I'm talking about? Yeah. Shit stirs. I could save all that emotion and not worry about them. And I put a lot of emotion into friendships. I really, it's just who I am, what I'm about. I'm very emotional when it comes to friendships. They mean a lot to me. Yep. And I'm the type of person that wants a lifelong friendship. Some people just don't get that. I've got some lifelong friendships outside of social media, and they will love me and I will love them till the day I die. That's just the way it is. And you can sense that, those kind of people that that you're going to have a lifelong friendship with. You already know that. They already know that.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. I'm still friends with people I went to first grade with on my Facebook, and we talk. We don't talk for like a few months, and then when we do talk, it's like we were just talking yesterday. That's the whole thing. And it's just really sad that these people, our circles get smaller and smaller every year.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Literally. And, you know, I don't understand how these people can throw out so much hate or even bother them going after you. And I just don't understand that. You know, why don't they go after one of those other drama communities that's causing more chaos?
Well, yeah, it would be more.
Not SWAT, but you know what I mean? You know, it's just, they should become like the good drama to eliminate the bad drama, or vice versa, whatever, you know?
Exactly. Mom, I want to say hello to Mom Elise out there. How you doing, girl? So good to see you. I hope life is treating you well. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. That was very kind of you, Mama Lisa. Listen, you can't tell these people no. Okay. When someone drops a donation, and I'm the kind of person that says, you don't have to do that. That's, I don't ask for nothing. These people, I'm older than most of these people. They don't listen to their elders. They don't listen to, kids don't listen to their elders anymore. You don't have to do that. Thank you, though. Thank you. That's kind of you.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks when your only elder in the world is God.
Oh my goodness. But I will do anything to protect my lifelong friends. Mm-hmm. I will end this live stream right now. If my friend called and said, Ben, I need you at the house right now, I would end this live stream. I would get in my truck and I would drive to them to be at their side.
I can contest to that too.
Exactly.
He just in a couple years ago in another live stream, he mentioned just that thing, and I put him to the test. In the middle of his live stream, I called him up, and he answered the phone. And I said, "Well, it's something along the lines. Well, this is just a test." Blah blah blah. He's like, how. So yeah, I mean, Ben's true to his word 98% of the time. Okay, just like anybody else. Shit happens where you can't always. That's why I never ever anymore say I promise. I
exactly.
You can't keep. There's times where you can't keep a promise.
Oh.
And people take offense to that. They're like, well, shit happens, So about 25 years ago, I made a vow. I will never speak those words. I promise you I will. Okay? Because I can't promise nobody nothing. Because I never know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But, Ben made that one promise that one night. And he came through. Like, I called him. He picked up the phone. He muted his shit, picked up the phone, and we talked.
Hey, that's how I protect myself now. I learned this a long time ago, and I rarely make a promise. And I will tell people, I rarely make a promise. But right now, I'm going to make a promise. All right. So I protect myself. So if I fuck up outside that, outside that promise, then you can say something about it if I fuck up. But when I do make that promise, I do try to keep my word. I think I'm pretty fucking good at it. But like Boomer said, I rarely make a promise because you'll get the wrath of hell come down on you. Yep. Well, you promised, and you won't hear the end of it. And some people are like that. They will not let go of that.
Yep. God, and the past is a past. That's the thing. The past is past.
It should be.
Today, tomorrow's the future. Let's live for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Tomorrow's never promised, and also Boomer, what was this, like 4 years ago? A mutual friend drove all the way in a blizzard to make sure this guy was okay because nobody had heard from him in like 4 days. Correct me if I'm wrong, Boomer. But that just goes to show how there are some amazing people on here.
Actually, it happened during one of my live streams. Just out of the blue, they just jumped up. I got it. I don't know what. I never indicated anything to suggest anything was wrong, but somehow he picked up on something that nobody else did. And yeah, I fully intended I was gonna end my live stream and then end it like for good. I was ready to just end it. You know,
you only knew him from
in the middle.
Media, huh? You've never met him in person till then. So there are a lot of good people out there, and people who you've had issues with in the past, you know, from social media. If you're a true friend, eventually you guys will get back together. That's the thing. You know, you have a disagreement, you both step back.
Right.
And you know when you can be friends, you know, be friends. I don't know how you want to say it. Be friends again and have that connection. And then there are those others that you'll never have that connection again, especially from the lies and how they screwed you over. And yeah.
I think you can sense that when it comes to a friendship that breaks up. Okay. And we've all experienced this. You can tell if a person comes back and says from the bottom of their heart, you know what, I really fucked up, but our friendship really meant a lot to me. And I just can't imagine my life without you. God damn it, I need you in my life. I'm sorry that I fucked up. That's one way. You can look at a person that talks that way. You can see their gestures, the look in their face, and know that they mean it, right? You know that they mean it. And then you got that person that's really generic and plastic. And you can read right through their bullshit. It's like, listen, you fractured this friendship. If I come back to being your friend, it's not going to be the same ever, ever. Because in the back of my mind, I'm going to always remember what you did. There is no way of getting that out of my mind. It's always going to be there.
And I think they
should, but never forget. That's the thing.
They should revamp that little adage, forgive and forget. I mean, you can forgive, but you'll never forget.
No. Nope.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I've had my share of having to forgive, and I'm done with it. Like, it's just too much, you know, on me. And, you know, as long as if I can forget it, it'd make it easier, but you can't, you know. It seems like, you know, ever since my strokes, I've forgotten so much, and I've forgotten many aspects of my life, but for some reason, that's what I mean by one outweighing the other. I can't forget the bad shit for some reason. Why is it always the good shit I end up forgetting? And I remember I could almost quote everybody that's ever said anything terrible about me. I can remember watching videos where people rip me apart, but I can't.
It leaves an emotional scar. That's why we can't forget that bad.
And as long as that exists, I can't go back. I look at my life as keep going forward, because when you try to go back, it doesn't work. Like you're 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back. That's just me. The way I see it, I was born into this world without friends. If I leave this world without friends, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? For me, I've been on my own so many times and for so long that I don't know how to explain it without sounding terrible, but I don't know. It's just, I have my way, you know, like, unlike most. So I don't think like other people.
I can vouch for that. Like I said, it's one of those, you either hate Boomer or you love Boomer. There's no in between with Boomer. You know?
I don't like people just for the sake of liking them. You know, I don't become friends with people just to appease them. Just to,
No.
you know, I mean, there's got to be something. There's got to be a special connection, like beyond, you know, sharing certain life
Commonality.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to go beyond just having certain. What's the word I'm looking for? See, that's another problem.
Commonalities.
Yeah, that works. I was looking for another word, but that works.
Okay.
I mean, for me, there's got to be something. You know, your mind can like anybody if you like, but your soul knows who you should and shouldn't like. Your soul knows, well, you may like him for now, but you may not like him later. Get prepared. You know what I'm saying? So if I can't like you, I never use the love word, if you hadn't noticed. But if I don't like you with my soul, then what's the point? We're just fooling each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my soul is very picky. I don't know why.
You know, I'm the type of person that the people that I like give off an aura. And when I see that aura, it's like, damn, I need to be around that. It's like a moth to a flame or moth to a light. You got it attracts you, it draws you in, right? And I've got a different assortment of friends. And some people like my friends and some people don't like my friends. It's like, well, I like that one, but I would never like that one. So I'm a what's that? Non-prejudice to whatever out there. I don't care what your background is. I'm going to either like him, just like Boomer said, or I'm not. But you got to give off that aura that draws me in. And there's some people I cannot get enough of. These are the people I want to sit in my backyard at the fire pit, knowing that we're going to have a 10-hour conversation. And we're going to talk about everything under that moonlight.
Right. Or the two guys that you just stick in the basement on cots.
Well, then there's that too.
We don't get the fireplace. We get the basement and a cot.
That's right. Prison life at Cat 7s. Uh-huh. That's right. You got to earn that glass of water, boy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I was drinking Cameron's for Christ's sakes.
Woo, dog.
It took Ben 2 years to realize what I was talking about. He's like, no, you didn't. There's no cameras here. And a couple of weeks ago, he discovers that somebody in the household prefers Cameron's.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe that shit. When I saw that, I was very disturbed by that fact. I
thought Ben was going to file divorce papers right there. Cameron's, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all joking aside, you know, if you meet Ben in person and you hang with him for a day, I got to hang with him for 2 days. You know, you see, all right, it's easier for me, you know, with the empath thing and all that, because I can feel it off of him. You can't connect with him via like this social media, like you can when you're standing there face to face with him, like that. Those 2 days, that experience taught me more about Ben than I could ever discover by doing this for 20 years. Like, we can sit here for 20 years talking back and forth on, you know, social media or whatever, but those two 24-hour times that I was with Ben in person, like, I mean, I realized, hey, you know, he's not an angel. He's not what do they call Jesus?
What are they called?
Well, he's definitely not a saint.
What do they call him?
Or
Prophet?
Prophet, whatever. You know, I mean, Ben is a person, you know, and he does demonstrate what he does say here, and you know, but I mean, he's an awesome guy. He opens his home to 3 virtual strangers, you know, and just like anybody that does that, like, can't be all bad. I mean, there's just people out there that can't accept the fact that people are people, and we make mistakes, we fuck up, and that's all they want to focus on is what we do to fuck up. You know, because you don't get to experience us in a real world situation. You come upon your own conclusions based on what you see on a fucking screen, and you just run with it. You know.
Yeah.
And that accounts for most of the fucking trolling and all that shit. You know, people are so vindictive that they're with you all the while you're praising them, and then as soon as you don't have a good word for them, you know. I'm not talking about the people that come at people with negativity. I'm talking about people that just aren't getting that praise all the time, you know. And you gotta understand, we're all human, you know. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes, you know. Yes, some are unforgivable, and I understand that, and I accept it. I've done some unforgivable shit that I can never take back, you know. And I've had people do some unforgivable shit to me that they will never be able to take back. But that's the extreme. Okay, now beyond the extreme, or you know, aside from the extreme, people are people. We fuck up, we make mistakes, we say things we shouldn't. But once you go beyond that, that's when things become unforgivable for me, you know. And like I said, as long as I can remember it, I'm not gonna forgive it, you know. If I can't forget it, I can't forgive it. I've had some terrible, terrible shit happen to me, you know, in my life that I could never go back and say, I forgive you for that. Fuck that. Ain't happening. But beyond that, I mean, that's the extreme. But we tend to, a lot of people out there, they get so wrapped up in all of this that, oh yeah, Ben's got me like on a pedestal, blah, 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 blah. And then one day you don't say nothing to him because you're busy with a topic or whatever. You don't acknowledge them as much as they feel they need to be acknowledged in chat. And all of a sudden you're dirt to them. Now that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got 1,500. Well, I do. I'm speaking on it. I got over 1,500, you know, subscribers on YouTube, and which I don't do anymore. I'm done with my YouTube channel as far as doing anything. But you can't please 1,500 people. You know, you can't expect them all to be there. You know, if you're not there sometime, that's no reason to turn on a guy. You know, save it for when they really fucking piss you off. Well, save it for when they're doing those fucking diss videos on you and shit like that. That's when you say, hey, all right, fuck it. You know, they're not who I thought they were. But the normal shit, you guys know you do it yourselves too. And you can't hold it against one person while expecting people to accept you and all your faults. If you can't accept me and all my faults, don't expect me to accept you and all yours. You know what I'm saying?
You know, The other thing, trolls. If they see two people fighting, whatever, those trolls are going to get in there because they want this drama. So they're going to pretend to be somebody else and whatnot. And so, unfortunately, that's why in my live streams now, everybody's pretty much a mod. If I don't know you, you come in gray, and then usually 9 out of 10 times it's somebody saying some horrible shit, and then they get blocked. But I shouldn't have had to mod everybody in my chat. Everybody was getting cloned, the same names. It's horrible.
Right. And shit, I lost it.
Sorry, Boomer.
No, sorry.
What the hell are you eating, girl? You know I'm all about food. What the hell is it?
Netter better.
Can I look at it, please?
Here,
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it came back.
Okay.
I find that one of the biggest fucking problems with most people on social media, they get so wrapped up in the idea of supporting one particular person or group or whatever. And the people that can't think for themselves, that's where the trouble lies. Like, you can't, people that can't decide for themselves that this is wrong to go after this person just because they don't like this person. 95% of people on social media are like that. They're followers. They are what the word is, a follower. Mm-hmm. And because they can't think for themselves. They get their claws in on one particular person or group, and that's all that matters to them. And everybody else that don't like them, they can't like either. That's the ridiculousness of social media. Because there's too many people in this world that are just so, can't think for themselves. That's the best way to put it. They're the people that aren't thinking. They're sheep. They are the true sheep. Okay? They're the flock of sheep that follow these people, and a lot of them, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. A lot of those people you follow that you got their back and that you're gonna fight, they don't give a fuck about you because you're just a number to them. Okay? All these big, giant fucking YouTubers and shit, they don't even know you exist. But yet, you go after all these other people who extend dislikeness to them or whatever, and you start going after them like you're somebody just because you're trying to impress this big number. You're impressing the number, not the person, because the person don't give a fuck about you. Because in the end, you're just a number to them. And that's how Boomer keeps it real.
Well, listen, this is what comes out of chaos. This is the fact. What comes out of chaos is you find out who your real friends are. That's a fact.
True. The worst ones are the ones
I agree with you on that 100%.
The worst ones are the ones that can't admit it to you, but they're all about telling everybody else how big of an asshole you are. But they won't come to you and say, hey, look, you said this, you did this, but they'll go to somebody else, say, you know what Boomer said or did on his live stream? I'll never go see him again. I don't give a fuck, okay? Because most likely you're one of those numbers, okay? I have very few people on social media that are names to me.
Boomer, you're just an asshole.
I know.
Hey, that's a compliment, okay? Boomer has even self-admitted that he's an asshole, okay? So when it comes from someone, hey, Boomer, you're an asshole, Boomer goes, yeah, I already know that. Thank you.
Yeah, if you ever looked at my birth certificate, you'll see AS and then a line through it and then my real name, because they just automatically started to assume. And then my mom's like, wait. Let's see what happens first. Let's give them this name first. So there's AS and then it's slashed out and then my real name. They pretty much would automatically assume, look, this is going to be Boomer, okay?
And the other thing that a lot of us realize on social media is that the people that do this, look what I'm doing, physically what I'm doing. I'm pointing at you. I'm blaming you. You're the cause. It's the people that point fingers at other people all the time. They see the fault in them, but they don't see where the real fault lies. It's in the one that's pointing the finger.
Yeah.
It's the one that's pointing the finger.
They don't see the 4 pointing back at them.
Oh my God, I was going to say that, Boomer, because oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
I never point the finger at people per se. I don't say, hey, it's your fault. It's all on you. It takes two to make it, takes two to break it. Okay. And I take full, one thing I do is I take full, claim on the things I do to fuck shit up, but I'm not going to say it's all my fault either, because I wouldn't do it if somebody didn't initiate it. That's just how I am. You initiate something with me, I will take it to the limit. Okay. But very rarely do I start anything. I don't like rocking the boat, but I am not going to back down from a fight though. I will make it worse than what it should be sometimes, but hey, I'm just here. Okay. I just exist. If you want to exist with me, fine. If you have ulterior motives, then I find out later I end it. And that's how it is. I mean, I ain't gonna let nobody punk me. I'm not a Momo, okay?
You said
by the way, Cab, if you had already, I finally polished off that bottle. This is the last bit.
I knew it.
So, I mean, I am trying to be like, I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying not to let Mr. Williams speak for me. But every time he does, every once in a while he sneaks in here. But 99% of what I'm saying is genuine me. Maybe 1% is Mr. Williams, but hey, I think it gives me the lube that I need to loosen up and say everything at once. But you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
Boom has to take a. What the fuck?
Happy belated birthday too.
Did you hear that, Boomer?
Cam's just like saying whatever the fuck comes to her head, rather it makes sense or not.
Right,
What?
happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I think that made sense. Did I say it properly? I didn't say it in reverse or top day.
Yeah. It's a belated birthday, yes. Very belated. It was last week.
I know. Well, at least I'm in the same month. Today's my birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, happy birthday.
Wait a second. No, I fell for this one once before. No, I'm gonna fall for it again.
Every day, I'm waiting for Thomas to pop in there now. Every day we joke about every day is my birthday except for December 19th.
Let me put it this way: Evan Williams says happy birthday because he don't give a fuck if you're lying or not.
See, and I didn't know what Evan Williams was. I thought that was a restaurant. And so I Boomer had to explain to me what Evan Williams was. It's an alcohol. Fuck if I knew.
It's a Jack Daniels knockoff.
Yeah.
So it's a William on the rocks.
Rocks? Fuck that. Pepsi Max.
Even Papa Bear goes, every day is M's birthday. Oh, thank you, Shelly. See, people love me in there. I'm horrible. I'm going to hell. Oh, see, there's Thomas. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, too. So on December 19th, everybody is going to ghost me. They're going to block me on every social media. So I'm going to go live, be there by myself, and probably sing all by myself. And
nice.
yeah.
Wait,
What, Boomer?
that's my cousin's birthday too.
December 19th?
It'll be his second birthday. He wasn't here with us.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I'm sorry you share a birthday with a dead guy.
I'm sorry too.
Damn.
No, I'm joking.
He'll forgive me for that one. We always fucked around like that.
Hey, here's a fact. Okay, here's a
right.
fact. You can't get around this. Every single one of us that are watching this live stream right now, we share a birthday with a dead guy or a dead woman. That's just
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that you two both come up on the panel and out of all the people that I'm aware of, okay, that would get up on a panel that'd be tough enough to get on the panel, both of your names come up on that list. Both of your names come up on that list. I knew that Boomer would come up. I ain't scared of nothing. Emma's Gem, she'd come up on the panel. I ain't scared of nothing. All right. And so I like that people can be that way, right? That they can step up to the plate. I realize that not everyone is created in that same aspect, right? Some of us are a little bit weaker than others.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Right. But I don't put anyone down just because you might be a little bit weaker or maybe a little bit scared. Okay. I get it. I totally get it. But there's some people I can guarantee that will get up to the plate, and Emma's a Jam and Boomer are two out of several channels that are willing to do that.
Thank you.
I love how he refers to us as channels and not people.
You know, and I'll skip my broke.
Take the shit out of your head, Ben.
A lot of these people, these other groups, these other drama communities, they will start lies. And what I've always done, if somebody said, oh, hey, Boomer did this, or, oh, hey, watch out for Ben, I'd be like, I would go to them directly and say, hey, I heard this about you. What's going on? I would do that, you know. But a lot of these people don't. They're going to intake those lies, and then they go to your live stream and start spewing up that shit. And you're like, talk to me. How does these make sense to you, you know? So that's what I do, and I know those two would do it too. They would go right to the source.
That's another thing. Like I don't believe in all the bullshit. I hear all that. The only things I will come back on or comment on or whatever, make in my live stream is stuff I've actually seen happen. Okay, if I didn't see it happen. If I don't have what's Ben's favorite saying there, receipts. If I don't have receipts, I don't speak on it. Okay.
There's so many receipts out there.
In my live streams, it's stuff I've witnessed with my own eyes, heard with my own ears, and it was said and done, and that's what I will come back on. I don't say and accept everything everybody else says. Okay.
Right.
But then, I like receipts. If you can prove to me that what you say about this particular person is true by either their voice admitting it or a video of them saying it or doing it, hey, I'm more than likely to believe you. All right. But on that same side of the coin, I'm not going to necessarily say, oh, this guy did this, he fucked up, it made a mistake, and just tear a 6-year friendship apart because of some little dirt you have on somebody. Everybody has dirt on everybody. I got dirt on me. Everybody has dirt on them. All right. That shouldn't sway you one way or the other, whether or not you want to continue being friends with a person. The only time, if it's a personal attack on me, all right, we're done. Okay. I heard what you said. I seen the videos. I was there. You were talking directly to me, that kind of thing. We're done. But if somebody came to me and showed me, I don't know, a video of Ben, smashing a bird's head with a rock because he's eating his fish. All right, does that make Ben a terrible guy? No, he's protecting his fish, okay? Leave the guy alone. Give me a break, okay? That's not gonna turn a 6-year friendship into nothing, okay?
Right.
Now, if Ben smashed my bird with a rock, that's a different story. I'd be like, Ben, you can't do that. I don't know how I can be your friend because you done killed my little bird.
You killed his birdie?
I'm just saying, like, it.
Oh,
you
no.
people nitpick too much. People exaggerate things too much. You know, when I was a kid, I used to kill animals for the fun of it. Nothing big, birds, frogs, snakes, like shit like that. Okay, but I grew up, you know, going beyond that. Like I put that away. You know, that's childhood bullshit. I put that stuff away. I don't go out and smash a snake just because I want to see him wiggle. You know, but if somebody saw a video of my first 10 years of life, these people that I'm talking about, if any of them saw the first 10 years of my life, I wouldn't have any friends. Okay. But you know, I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere. Like you can't spoil the whole batch just because of one bad apple. Sometimes you don't even have to throw away the whole apple. Cut the fucking bad spot out and eat the fucking apple. Okay, people? You can't just discard somebody because they have a little bruise on them.
No, that's true. That I would agree with that.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. Breaking news. Okay, now Steve Little Munchkin. Now this is worth mentioning because I've been watching the case. Okay, Brian Laundrie. Apparently, they just confirmed that Brian Laundrie is dead. Now I heard earlier this morning that they found remains, but they have to do a whole bunch of DNA testing to make sure. So I kind of find it hard to believe that they were able to find out that quick, that within less than a day's time, that was Brian Laundrie. Now there were some of his personal effects that were out there in the park, and they did notice a partial body.
Let me guess, the body was burned.
Huh?
I said, let me guess, the body was burned.
Well, it was a partial body, what I heard.
I think is an alligator got him.
And that's a possibility. I mean, look at the park in Florida where he was located. There's that possibility, yeah.
It's also possible that he, you know, if he was capable of doing what he's accused of doing, it's also possible he could have got a cadaver from somewhere, threw it in there, and got it fucked up beyond recognition to falsify his death.
Jay says emergency DNA can be as soon as 24 hours to 48 hours. Also, like Gabby, remember she had certain tattoos on her arm that were custom, and she'd been out in the desert, what, 4 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
But they were able to tell, hey, that's Gabby by those tattoos. Now, he had some tattoos on his hands.
Yes, yeah, he did, right? Yep.
He had tattoos there, so maybe they recognized those. You know, also, like I was telling Jay, I felt it wasn't him. You know, I was like, he could be planting this shit. And I just like you, Boomer. And Jay's like, what about DNA? I'm like, well, yeah, you know, but why they're doing all this shit, he's getting further and further and further away.
Right. I mean, in DNA, he could have left one area that they know they would have checked for DNA and ignored anything else. What they need to do is grab DNA 3 or 4 different ways: hair follicles, skin, blood, blah, 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 to make a damn sure, you know, because people have gotten away with faking their deaths before, and they had DNA, you know, prove, quote unquote, prove that they were dead. Well, that's because they know how to leave DNA where they know they're going to check for it, you know. Which is why I asked, was the body burned? Because that's the common MO of somebody, you know.
Trying to get rid of evidence, and if it's all burnt.
Rid of evidence, but make sure there's no way they can grab DNA so they can fake their death, you know, like.
Okay,
But-
J Mac just said confirmed 17 minutes ago. So here's my thought on this whole thing.
So,
This sucks. This
Nobody's
really
gonna-
sucks because what an easy way out. What an easy way
Yeah.
out. This young man needs to pay for his crimes for
right.
the rest of his life. Okay. Death penalty. Oh, you know what?
Well,
I agree with the death penalty. I do. He should get back what he did to her. All right. He should get the same treatment. So
That's why
this
I'm
was
hoping it
just
was
an
an
easy
alligator.
fucking way out. I'm disappointed. I
the
am
only
disappointed.
the only silver line around this cloud is dog don't get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I used to admire that guy. You know, I was like, he's the shit. Blah blah blah. But you know what?
He's to the parent because I mean,
He's
seriously,
a
those two were dating for 2 years, and all of a sudden he comes home by himself. I would be asking,
Mhm.
where's Gabby? You know,
Yeah.
if he started saying something, or if he did admit to him, I'd be like,
Yeah. He was not
"Crazy, aren't
concerned
you?"
of her being missing. I mean, and all those videos that people have posted of, you know, the camp, the police cams of when they've stopped him and questioned him before and stuff like that. Like there was no look of concern on his face or whatever. Like, you know, if my girlfriend was missing for 2 hours, like I'd be like all up in that shit. Like I'd be on the phone. It's like, all right, I was supposed to have a date with my girlfriend 2 hours ago. She didn't show up. You know, she hasn't contacted me. I can't contact her. I'd be telling people. You know, he didn't tell a single soul. You know, so
You know what? If it were me,
about his-
if it was premeditated and he had planned on doing this, right? And the
Mhm.
cops confronted him and his girlfriend, you know, while she was still alive, that would scare the fuck out of me. It's like, oh shit.
Right.
And I would never consider. I would change my mind and go, well, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Right.
But that's just me.
But his demeanor just wasn't of someone who felt a loss. You know what I'm saying? He was so blasé about it.
Yeah.
Also, he was sitting on her, he was straddling her while he was choking her. You know, that's horrible because you're literally looking into the last person you're going to see alive. And
Yeah.
he's hurting you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Hey, Iron Woman. Hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but
Hey, Boomer, look what J Mac said.
I don't see.
No, he can't see J-Mac.
Oh, he can't.
No.
Oh, J Mac said if Boomer's girl was missing 2 hours, he would be called Lefty. Just saying. Just saying.
By the way, Cab, I have something I need to get to you.
Yeah.
Like, you're really going to love this, okay?
Okay. Oh, Bob Ross. Look at that. I've never seen that one before. Look at that.
It's a oh my God, I forgot what it's called.
Oh, you want to hear something strange?
Like a
What?
bobblehead, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not a bobblehead. I forgot what those are called.
Caricatures,
Look.
like caricatures. You know
Yeah,
what?
this one, you got one. This one, he has his. This comes with a keychain too.
Cool.
You know what's weird? You
That's
know,
awesome.
my niece and my mom had to get a new car, right? And they
Yes.
just the other day,
Yes.
and they got the you know those air fresheners that hang on the mirror.
Uh-huh.
Guess what the air freshener was?
A Bob Ross.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like,
Anyone that knows me knows that Bob Ross was my inspiration that got me into doing the paintings that you see behind me in the early 1980s. I give him all the credit to teach me what I know to this day. So
Well, thank you, Elizabeth.
just one of my heroes.
Boomer is an amazing painter.
Yes.
I got to show a couple things, but hold on. Yes, Boomer, I've got to show, okay? I hope you don't mind. Oops, that's not how you show shit, is it? Back there. This is one of Boomer's first watercolors, right?
Yeah.
With a custom
Wow.
frame around it. Then, turn this around.
Funko Pop. That's right. That's what
Yeah.
they're called. Funko Pop.
Then, oh, I hope there's enough light over here. He painted this too.
I remember that one. I remember that. Yep.
First painting I ever did is multi-medium.
Very nice. Very nice.
Homemade
They say it's hard to
canvas.
see. There we go. I'll pull it in. So, and the crazy thing was when we're painting this, and he was helping to do like a fundraiser to help some people, and he was putting out his artwork, you know. And this is the thing too, like you learn as you go. He was putting his artwork out there, and people would bid on it. Well, we donated, I think it was like $100.
Yeah, Dennis.
Oh, hi, Jenna. We paid $100, and Jay's like, no, just keep that painting and auction it off. Keep auctioning it off till somebody actually wants it, right? We wanted it, but you know,
That's like his first painting.
it is.
So if you could like croak, so I could make a couple bucks.
Jay, you're naked. Get out of here. You're on camera. So, and unfortunately, his good deed ended up turning around, kicking him in the ass or biting him in the ass. And a lot of people who did donate, his artwork is amazing. And some of them were so lowballed, it was sad, just to help this one person out in a different community. And everybody got ripped off. So next thing you know, what was it, like 3 or 4 months later, we get this in the mail. And he's like, because you guys donated that money and I want to see it go to a good home. And then he also gave us that watercolor. But yeah, so people, if you want anything, painting wise, Boomer would be the man. He does a lot of amazing stuff.
There you go. And I got a painting from Boomer too. I did. And it's sitting on my piano in the other room, along with a few other gifts from people. But and they're purposely set there because when I go through that room, it puts a smile on my heart because I have to walk past it to see it, right?
Right.
And it's like, those are my friends. These are my friends right here. How can you not have a smile? I mean, seriously.
Yep. I agree with you on that. Like one's hung up on our wall, but the other one, because it's, you know, like an Indian watercolor, right? Remember Indian water paint?
Yeah.
It's in my cabinet with my crystals. So that's, you know, we have to see it. It's right there. So everybody sees it.
That's cool. That's cool. If I could somehow arrange this garage a little bit different, get some shelving units like right here, and just put on those shelves the gifts that people have sent me over the years, I would do that because it is a part of Cab 7, right? It's the people that support this channel.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to say, there's a picture in that painting I have up in the frame of it. And the reason why I like this painting so much is also it reminds me of my grandparents who raised me. So it's a picture of my mom who has passed away, you know, 21 years ago. No, 27 years ago. And that was stuck up there because it means a lot. Anything that goes in that cabinet means a lot to me.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what, kids? I'm glad you said that because honestly, I forgot all about. I just remember somebody in the UK buying a painting from me, and I for the life of me, I kept trying to remember who it was. It was M Kids. It's like, I couldn't remember who bought that painting. It's the only painting sent outside the U.S.
That's really cool.
It
You
only
spent a
cost
lot all around, huh?
$18 to send it. Wait, did I say that loud? By the way, people, if you're sending stuff outside the U.S., like especially UK, expect high shipping.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And by the way, I mean, I have to give credit to people like Ben and Green Bay, because what Em mentioned earlier with the that whole fiasco years ago. My dumb self didn't take in account of shipping charges, things like that. I was going to take care of it myself. So what I did was I said 100% of all proceeds goes to this benefit. Whatever. So I put myself up in a jam. So there was, I think, 10 paintings that were bid on and sold during that thing, and I ran into a problem where I couldn't ship them out. People were waiting for it.
Yeah.
So, Dave
put in chat, Boomer. Some of those paintings were worth between $300 and $400 paintings. Only went for $25, and that's all the work he put into them. That's really heartbreaking.
And Dave and Ben, against my wishes, I'm gonna say that because it was kind of sort of. I told Dave not to bother Ben with it, but it turned into like a little benefit for me. All I wanted Dave to do was to like promote my art, so I could, sell more to pay for the stuff that I have to send out. Then, it was like that's what I just wanted my art to be promoted. Well, they did a live stream benefit on Green Bay's channel. Ben was involved, and it turned, and then crazy man there, lunatic dad also jumped in, and between the three of them, like it turned into this big benefit, like, and people started donating so that I could get these 11 paintings out to the people that purchased them. So if it wasn't for them, they'd be waiting until I got my first friggin' what was those checks people sent out?
Cashier checks?
No. This thing they did because of COVID.
Stimulus checks.
Oh yeah.
Until I got my first stimulus to get their fucking paintings. So yeah, I ended up, I didn't realize it was going to cost me $450 to send out all those paintings. So I was going to do one or two a month, send them out one or two a month. But with them, pitching in and saying, hey, they went beyond what I expected. And raise some money so that these people could get their damn paintings that this other person screwed everybody up.
Yes.
So,
and Jay and I talked about, I didn't mean to talk over you, bro. Jay and I had talked about this, with this community. If we ever need help, I know I can reach out and ask the community, because that's something we don't do. I would never do that, but if I did, and it's because these people are friends. We're all friends. We've known each other. We see what each other goes through. We're like-minded friends, like-minded people.
Yeah. And you're right about that. I mean, now I've never asked for money on my channel except this one time, if you want to call it asking for money. A couple of weeks ago, I said, listen, if anyone wants to help me out with a cord of wood, because the direction I'm leading my channel in right now is to cook out by the fire pit. And if you enjoy that, you enjoy me doing that, if you want to, send me a donation to my PayPal to help pay for a cord of firewood. I could do it on my own. It'd just take longer. But if you want to help me, help me. And it was that simple. It wasn't begging. It was just an offer. And eight people stood up to the plate and donated. I had that money very quickly. I had $216. The bill was $215. I showed the receipt on my live stream. I showed the lumber out or the wood out in my driveway, and thanked everyone for that. Man of my word, I said I'd do a live stream, and I did that, showing the wood and the receipt. So, and I thank the community, those 8 people, many times over. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Because these are the people that say, hey, Cab, I like what you're doing. Yeah, I think that's a good cause. Yeah, I don't mind donating a little bit for that. So,
and that's the thing too. You're not taking the money and going to buy drugs,
right?
Or other stuff. You're actually you put that money back into your channel.
Yep.
Because the donations you get between this channel and also D-Live, I have personally watched you give that to people who need like $100 at a time. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
I've seen that. So, when you asked for that or asked for the firewood, that's not a needy thing. I mean, that's not e-begging thing. That was, hey, I won't be cold out here, and I won't be going. Boy, I'm turning this up to everybody, So what you did, I felt you were in the right. What, Boomer?
Saying hi to Big Country. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know what, but
I think Big Country has changed their channel a few times. Boomer has changed their name on their channel, if I'm correct.
Okay.
I think.
Who?
Big Country TV Man 1996 out in the chat. I think they were another name before that name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just recently, matter of fact. Cab showed his wood. I saw the replay. That is a fact, Jack. Yeah.
How long did it take you to get that shit piled up? You would think they would have dumped it a little closer.
Well, they couldn't because it's fenced in, so they couldn't get it over the fence because all the trees are in the way. But anyhow, it took me 2 days, which I thought it would. And at that time, I was going through my gout, so it was a very painful process, and people didn't realize that I was hurting at the time I was doing that. So,
I knew it.
We got her done.
I was feeling sorry for you. I was like, damn, I wish I was there.
Yeah, I know. I remember you saying that. I remember that.
Hey, yeah, draw what I mail out are acrylic paintings on canvas with on stretcher frame, so it gets a little more expensive than just. I mean, it wouldn't cost me anything to mail out some of my drawings, but when it comes to having to package framed painting on canvas, it gets a little more expensive.
Brad and Jen Outdoors, good to see you out there. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. So a live stream that has no title, and I still can't think of a title, and maybe I won't even give it a title name, but this live stream originally started out going in one direction because I wanted to confront Dave and Botter, for what has happened over the last 2 years. My gig is I don't bother you. I do my own thing, right? And I will continue to do my own thing. You don't have to watch me, right? I don't talk about y'all. You're unimportant to me. You will continue to be unimportant to me until the day that you turn around and start, lifting the community up and helping people out. Then I'll be quite impressed. And I believe in people turning their hearts around. I've done it, right? I changed my life around. Yep. People can do that. And if you can do that, trust me, I'll give you kudos.
I think your title is perfect right there because being that, the fact that you had us up here and became more than just what you intended anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Let them make up their own title for themselves. It's like, that's a perfect title. Make up your own title. Hey.
Like, we can agree to disagree because we have done that. And that's what friends do. That's what makes true friends also.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Thomas came on my Zoom or something like that one day without a filter. And he meant serious business and stuff. And, that's what I love about Thomas. He's straight up forward. And if they see if I'm doing something wrong or before I do something, they get involved to stop me because of all that shit that's going on right now. I can only take, sit back and take so much of it. And they do that. They will come in and just like put their arms around me and grab my head and shake and go, no, you can't do this.
But after the fact, that feels pretty good when a friend can come to you enough to care about you. At the moment, you might not think about it. You might get upset for them, okay? But if you think about it, after the fact, it's like, shit, my friend came to me and actually they bit me in the ass, read me up one side and down the other, but they were doing it because they care about me and they love me. And that's the cool thing about friends is that not only can they be loving, but they can also zip you in the ass and ream you up one side and down the other.
Like I said, like-minded people, I would do the same thing. I don't want somebody to lie to me, but if I'm doing something wrong or if you feel I need to keep ignoring, then, I will try and follow your advice. Like you guys said, I'm not going to make them a promise, but I think I've been doing pretty good too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if Thomas ever pops up on his stream or somebody's panel and he ain't got that floating head, if he's on camera, shit's getting real.
Yeah.
He will show his face, unless he's got something serious to say.
Even Nike. I went live one night. I had enough, and Nike showed up in the room. I'm like, "Hey, you want to come on the panel?" She goes, "I don't think you want me on your panel right now." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And her and Thomas and who else? No, it wasn't Thomas. Sarah, I think. She was reaming my ass out about ignoring people, and that she was saying things. She goes, I don't agree with what you're doing. I don't agree with this, but I definitely don't agree with what they're doing. But you need to, because of your health. And she was strict out there.
Yeah.
Hurt my feelings. It did. Thomas has hurt my feelings, but I'd rather have them say that to help me than let me go off and do something stupid.
Yeah, but do you recall, let's talk about Thomas for a minute. And this one, he got me good. He got a lot of people good. So he did a video where he was really fucking serious. The title grabbed you, it drew you in, okay? It drew you in. It's like, oh, fuck, what the hell's going on over at Thomas's channel? So I'm there and I'm watching this, and he's going on with this story, and it keeps drawing you in, and you're getting upset, and you're going, damn, I'm ready to kick some fucking ass. What the fuck happened here? And at the very fucking end, he gets you. He gets you. Now, I was it something to do with his dog? I think that's how he got you in the end. Mm-hmm. It was a joke. The whole time it was a fucking joke, and no one knew it.
I had to think, yes. It was Dory. It was
Dory, yeah.
Yep. I had to feed her. I had to let her. It was about Dory, but nobody knew that. And he was even going to do a thing on me, pretend like he was mad at me, and start yelling and screaming and saying, yeah, she's this bitch, she's da-da-da, screaming at people. And then he was going to, how he was talking about it was so perfect. And at the end, he's like, so with me screaming, does that make you change your mind any differently towards, so it was something cool. You would have to talk to him about that. He didn't do it because shit got worse anyways.
Yeah. Hey, I want to recognize my good friend out there, Drive Shaft Drew. He says, my brother Ben, this is big thank you for the gift you once sent me. I used it and just put it away until next year. And I used it. I thought of you, that you sent it, out of the goodness of your heart.
Wow.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You never sent me a blow up, Dow. Oh,
Hey,
wait.
brother, the last time you had one, you bit the neck, it farted and flew out the window, never came back.
Wait a second, Boomer. I told you about that. Okay. You complained about the blow up doll. And I remember being at your house when you started complaining about that. And I said, Boomer, I'm right in front of you, bro. Okay. I'm better than any fucking blow up doll.
Hey, Cab.
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil, you know, I mentioned her name and she come out of fucking woodwork.
She's one of those lurkers. Okay.
She definitely is. Hi, Nike.
Hey, Nike girl. How you doing? Hey, Coach
I
Life.
remember
Good to
she
see ya.
hated me for the longest time. And now she tolerates it.
Hey, by the way, Drew, I went and watched an old time video of yours of you singing, playing the guitar, and I think it was "May the Circle Being Broken." I think that was it. And I just watched it yesterday, and man, I just fell apart watching that song because it's such a good it's such a good message. That song, "May the Circle Be Unbroken," man, and you put it out there, and I'm so glad you did because you know a lot of us don't realize when we put out a video, we don't think about how many people that's going to affect in a good way or in a bad way, either way, right? We can be an inspiration to so many people out there by those videos we put out. And maybe it's not that we put the video out, that's not our intent. Maybe we just want to show off our talent or something. But out of it comes a lot of good things. And give yourselves all, those are the creators out there right now in the chat, give yourselves a pat on the back for all those people that you don't realize that you actually inspired, that you touched their lives. Raymond, thank you, brother, listening and doing house cleaning, and hugs to all. Thank you, brother. Big old
Hey, Nike girl, that shit happens more often than not. So I think what it is, you just finally got used to it. Just ask Ben. He knows.
Yeah.
I say a lot of shit that's unnecessary sometimes, but 98% of it is necessary because I do have a point in my confusion that needs, you know, but you're not the only one I rubbed the wrong way. But I'll be back. I gotta get another soda.
All right.
See, I refrain from using the P word.
You can say Pepsi. I don't care anymore. Remember? I don't care.
Oh, but I do have, since we're here together, Ben,
Yeah.
I want to pay tribute to you.
Oh, great. Here it comes. She's got a video clip. I bet she's going to play that video clip.
But do you hear that?
It sounds like a candy wrapper.
Right.
And am I correct in saying that that's possibly a Reese's peanut butter cup?
You bet. My least favorite candy of all. I just happened to bet. I grabbed a 5-pound bag or 2-pound bag of assorted chocolates, and these happened to be in there. So I was gonna throw them out, and I was like, "Well, that's a waste." Or I was gonna wait till my great grandkids came around or my great nephew or niece came around and give it to, but they don't come around anymore. So what I decided to do is, whenever I'm watching Cap 7, or if I have the pleasure of being on this panel, I go ahead and I eat one in tribute to Cap 7 because he did something I never expected him to ever do. He gave them up. Yeah. So he can live vicariously through me while I kind of sort of enjoy this. So here we go.
Nice. Yeah, I had my heyday with the peanut butter cups. I did. But you know, since we're speaking of it, I'm going to do this right now because one of my brothers, and I've got, you know what? I claim a certain amount of men and women out there, brother and sister. All right. Not everyone fits that bill in this community. Okay. And all of us are the same way. We got the people that we like being around the most. These are the people that we call family, and we get it, right? The other people, they might be friends, but they don't fit into that close-knit group. And so to my brother out there, without you asking me, without you asking me, I've been doing this for many years now.
But
And today is no different. So I grab my Jif peanut butter jar, get my spoon, get it right up in there, grab yourself a generous portion. And then I like to add my honey to it. To a lifelong friendship, my brother, Drive Shaft Drew.
I think I'm going to go get me another Nutter Butter. Ooh,
Get another
something better. I'll show you something better. Hold on, be right back.
All right. You know, I appreciate all you good people coming to my live stream. This is different. Okay. This live stream is not around the fire pit and, cooking up something good for all of you. It's one of those live streams that rarely happens, but I just felt like it needed to be done, right? I'm not here to hate on anyone. That's not my intention, right? But there's just a few things that needed to be put out in the community. And I feel like I accomplished that through this live stream, especially the early part of the live stream. Cab, you do remember the gift you sent to me. I hope it sure was handy to have this year. Saved me a lot of time. Ooh, what's that?
What do you think it is?
That looks like a donut.
Yes,
Ooh.
but not just a donut. I lost you. There you are.
Is there peanut butter inside of that?
Nope.
Pumpkin?
What, Dick? I don't know.
Pumpkin?
Nope.
Ooh.
It goes with peanut butter, raspberry filled donuts.
Ooh, I would eat that. I would eat that in a heartbeat. Ooh, yummy.
Jay, what is that you're looking at?
I got peanut butter. Let's see. I got peanut butter and chocolate swirl fudge. Yummy, says Raymond Doolin. And Drew, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out what I sent you. Was it a knife? I can't remember if it was a knife or not. I don't remember, but I knew it was something that you could use. I do remember that. But I can't remember if it was a knife. What was that I sent you? That was years ago. I know I sent you, I think, a license plate, and I sent you an American flag.
Did you send him a candle?
No.
A holiday thing?
No.
Birthday?
No, he'll say it in the chat here in a second. Yep, you got it, Ben. It was a knife. It was a knife. Okay. Yep. Hell yeah. I thought it was only befitting that I would send you that, Drew, because you like being out in nature. You like the fishing, you like the camping, you like the hunting, all that stuff, Damn, girl. There's not, they gypped you out, girl. There needs to be more strawberry or raspberry up in that.
Huh?
Yeah. See, I like getting it all over me. When you get it all over you, that means that they overloaded it. Yeah.
Your face like that. That's still going to be screen capture.
There you go, girl. There's no better love in the world than the love of your food. Okay. I'm just saying, people. Nike Girl said, I hate you. I'm eating donuts in my face.
This is God's way of giving us the muffin tops we also desire. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rebecca, wow, Em.
Hey, Rebecca, good to see you out there, girl. We've got a lot of good people out here in this chat. All the usual suspects, which I kind of like. Okay. Let me do a rundown here. We got Life with ankylosing spondylitis, also known as Ashley, Acedia and Taylor Made Productions, Baby Yoda Nina 2005, also known as Nina, the official Iron Woman, yes, Rebecca's Realm. We got Raymond Doolin out there, Drive Shaft Drew. We've got the story of Dory. Who else we got? We got Draw Izzle out there. AJ Sims, Just Jim. Look at all the good people. Nike Girl. Thank you all so much. Carolyn Elizabeth, thank you all so much for being here and hanging out with me. I'm sorry for those lurkers out there. This wasn't a drama live stream. I'm sorry to let you down, but that's not what this was all about. It was just simply sit down and have a normal conversation. That was it. Yes.
Boomer and I can make it into a drama stream. We can do that for you. Yeah,
do
Boomer
what?
and I can make it into a drama stream.
Oh.
You'll have to ask us twice. Oh shit! Wait, Boomer stepped away.
Don hashtag fan is also out in the chat, of course. Can't miss you, girl. So and I, I'm always humbled to have all Marga, you as well. I'm always humbled that people even take time out of their life just to even come to my live streams. I am so blessed. I really am, and I don't take none of you for granted. Thank you for being here. Man. So, do you have anything else to say, Mrs. Gem or Boomer D?
I think Boomer stepped away for a moment because he's not answering. I don't know, but I just want to say, this is the internet, and you're going to hear a lot of shit on here. And if you're concerned about what you're hearing, like, oh my God, is it true or not? Go to the source they're talking about.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. There's too many flip-floppers out there, and they will do what they can to hurt you and hurt your family and go so low.
Yeah.
It makes you go crazy, and you're like, now that I'm talking about it, my anxiety's getting up on it. But just go to the source. Take for what they say with the, like a grain of salt. That's all I have to say on that.
Well, I've always said, consider the source. When someone's blaming you for something or manipulating you or saying lies about you, consider the source. And all of us know those sources. A lot of us know who those channels are in the community. You've been around long enough, right? Mm-hmm. You've been to enough live streams. You've lurked enough live streams. You all know who the troublemakers are. You all know who the shit stirrers are, right? So consider the source. If it's coming from them, more likely it ain't true. Okay, it's just a line of bullshit.
All right,
yes, I play with rocks.
I just got was Cab talking about me again? I heard the word shit stir. Cab's talking about me again.
Apologizing that this wasn't a drama stream, and I said, "Well, Boomer and I can make it to a drama stream," and then he went on from there.
I'm done with all that drama shit.
I just rolled right over the top of that. That's a smash.
Yeah, that's the thing too. After a while, it really does affect your health too.
I think what the world needs is just a kickback, get themselves a Pepsi Max, chill out. Because despite the fact that Pepsi Max has 3 times the caffeine as any other soda, it does work to calm me down a little bit, chill me out.
Boomer, you missed out on something. And Just Jim is the one that said this. And I looked at it and I just kind of laughed to myself. No one saw me laughing, but I laughed my ass off. Okay, you went to get another drink, right? Well, Just Jim, someone was asking, where's Boomer? And Just Jim replied, Boomer is getting another Coke.
Oh, Jim. Jim.
Good on you, Jim. Yeah.
Jim hates me.
Nike's like, don't get me started, Am. I didn't throw out names.
Yeah, Texas 3, it wasn't much to see. It wasn't much to see.
Hey, Texas. Texas 3 has rapidly become one of my main, like, top supporters over there on DLive.
Nice.
I don't know a stream that I've done that Texas hasn't been there, just giving me shit. And not in the way that Tams does. Like, Texas is gentle with it. Tams, she just be all up on me like some crazy bitch sometimes. But they're always there. Like, I can always depend on Tams and Texas and a few others in there. Yeah.
You know, with all of us having mutual friends, you know, I've always said this, it's like we're all living in a little town. We all grew up together. I'm not going to like who Cab likes because I had a disagreement at one point, but I'm still going to remain friends with Cab.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I said. I'm here because it's Cab, you know. Fucking Lucifer himself could be up here on this panel and I would maintain and I would say, hey, I'm here for Cab, you know. That's what I'm about. I don't give a fuck who likes me, who don't like me, who likes Ben, who don't like Ben. Or look, just because I'm not the best of friends with some people, I'm not going to be an asshole about it and ignore what Ben's trying to accomplish just because there happen to be a few other mixed in there. You know, I'm not like that. I can set things aside for that moment as long as it means Ben is enjoying our time, you know.
Yes.
So
you know, I agree with Boomer on that too. And also, I would never tell Ben, no, you can't hang out with so and so. Never. But if somebody came up to me and said, oh, you can't hang out with Ben, I'll be like,
you know what? I was actually told that somebody a while back. I was put in between Ben and another person, and they came out and said, well, we can't hang out if you still hang out with Ben. I'm like, all right, goodbye. You know, they both wanted me to take sides, but you know who didn't insist on it and who didn't press the issue and accepted the fact that I wasn't gonna? It's the one I'm still friends with.
Yeah.
So the minute I start feeling pressure, the one pressuring me is gone. I don't care how right they think they are or whatever. The fact that you tried to force me to make a decision between, you know, to choose between two people, you're the one that's going to lose out. Because I don't play that fucking game. Unless Ben comes up to me and does something to me personally, and you know, we're gonna be friends for as long as we know each other. You know.
And that's, you know, you touched on a topic that is so fucked up. I can't be friends with you if you're friends with that person. That is so fucked up. That is so 12-year-old.
Right.
That is so fucking 12-year-old. I can't believe adults would even actually bring that up.
I always use the term high school, but yeah, Ben's got it. That's more like preschool or junior high shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
And Boomer said that he's experienced that. You know what? I've experienced it too. And so people have left my channel, right? These are the people that used to say, now get a hold of this, and you're going to be able to relate to this, okay, both of you. I love you so much. Thank you for what you do. Oh my God, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And these are the people that are constantly saying that. And then all of a sudden, when something comes up, okay, this situation, well, you're still friends with that channel. You know what? I know I said I loved you and all that, but guess what? That love ends right now because you're still friends with that channel.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's crap. Yeah. I mean, Oh yeah. Hey, I mean, let me answer Carolyn real quick. Yeah, I mean, I have that on my background because the other night I was doing music on D Live and it was Metallica night. That's why it's still up there. I haven't changed it yet. But yes, I Metallica is one of my favorite bands, and I do a few of their songs karaoke. So yeah, but shit, I answered that damn question. Now I forgot what I was going to say about Ben or whatever. Um,
I
yeah,
need my donut. That's all I remember.
that's what happens when I try to hold a thought to get another one out. The one I'm holding just fucking runs away.
I can relate. I can relate.
That's why every now and then I'll jump in and cut somebody off. I don't mean to, but I forgot about the slot like 3 or 4 times prior, and it finally came back. I'd be like, okay, and do that, you know. But
you know, that's a frustrating feeling. Is when you got this thought that you want to share, but there's someone else on the panel sharing, and you're trying to hold on to that thought, but it's so important because you don't want to forget it. And it's like, oh, damn, I wish they'd shut the fuck up so I can get this out because it's so important. I need to share this, you know? I know what that's like.
Oh, speaking of the story of the Dory, there he is right there. We were talking about you earlier, Thomas. Nothing nice, of course. But yeah, oh, that's what I was gonna say. All right, earlier. This is one of the things I forgot to mention when we were talking about Thomas. I actually got to meet Thomas when I went down New Jersey, and I tell you, I totally expected to walk into that mall and see a guy standing there with this floating head over his shoulders, you know. But yeah, I got to meet Thomas. He's cooler in person than he is on. I mean,
I can agree to that. I also slept with Dory.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you know,
no less.
Thomas has friends out there. Yeah, Thomas has friends out there that I guess I don't get along with, or you know, that friendship has severed. But Thomas is my friend. That's all I care about. You know.
Yeah, that's how I see it. You know, I mean,
he's one of those big supporters. He supports everyone, and when he starts seeing things on his own, is when, you know, he was dating somebody too. We didn't approve it, but we're like, you know what? As long as you're happy, and he was. It lasted a while, but then shit happens. But did we turn around and say, "Oh, now we told you so"? No, because we wouldn't do that. We're friends.
Right.
And that's what I hate when people do turn around and say, "See, I told you so. I told you so. I told you so."
yeah.
Yeah, that's like kicking a man or a woman when they're down by saying something like that. They're hurting right now. That's the last thing you want to say while they're hurting.
You can be their friends to be their friends to support everything, you know, no matter what they do, because that way they can give you the same input and feedback also when you need it. Our dog is getting anxious because Jay went outside.
And, you know, speaking of people who don't fucking give a fuck about who's fighting with who and don't. Thomas is another one. Like, I mean, he just, if he's your friend, he's your friend. He's not going to worry about who else hates you. You know what I'm saying? Or who else you hate. But I mean, that's what I like about Ben and Thomas and quite a few others. Like, they don't let other people's disagreements interfere with the relationship they spent so long building. You know,
doesn't get involved unless his name
exactly.
starts physically getting involved, and that's it. But otherwise,
that's how I am.
Thomas sits back, and he's got a lot of, you know, wise words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we all need, you know, people like that in our group.
He's a witty guy.
This group,
You know?
we're really good friends, all of us.
I want to say hello to Cosmic Witch out there. Welcome. And Yolanda. I've known Yolanda for many years. What a beautiful person. And her story is so real. If you get to know her and find out about her, she's come a long ways in her life. It has not been an easy journey. It really has not. But she has been an inspiration to me and to so many other people out there. And it's always good to see that channel name in my channel live streams. That's Yolanda.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know Yolanda as well as Ben does, but I am familiar with her, and I've never seen her say anything cross anybody in any chat such anything. So
no, she's a real good person. I'm very lucky to have the people that I do have that support my streams. I'm very lucky to have them. Like I said, I don't take it for granted. I'm just so blessed of the people that support my cause. It means a lot to me.
I mean, there's people that rub me the wrong way, and then there's people that totally piss me off. And I can still tolerate being around the ones that rub me the wrong way, but the ones that totally piss me off, done me wrong, like I have no respect for them anymore, you know. But I understand that my problems ain't necessarily somebody else's problems, you know. Like Ben doesn't care that I'm having it out with somebody else that he's also friends with. He doesn't get involved with that shit, and that's what I appreciate about him. Thomas, again, the same way. I just look. There's just some things that happen to us, you know, that just warrants if not a break, but a total, you know, a total freaking cutoff. Hey, I'm good with that. But I'm not gonna blame another person because they're friends with a person that I'm not friends with. Like that's just the way it should be. And I can't accept people that try to pressure other people into, you know, going against somebody just because they did them wrong. I don't do it. Like I don't tell Ben, hey, look, you know, this guy has done this and said this about all of us. You shouldn't be friends. Have I ever said anything like that to you, Ben?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
I don't do that. Like I can't stand people that do. Everybody's entitled to
Never said doo-doo again.
friends they have. You know, I don't have to like them. I don't have to appreciate them. But as long as you do, hey, that's on you. You know, I won't say a word until they screw you over and you come to me about it. Okay. I remain quiet about it. You know, I'll just say, I told you so. That says I told you so. Okay.
AJ, I would love to bring you up, but this live stream isn't just a general live stream. It's about some stuff that I've been going through and what Ann has went through and what Boomers went through. Okay. So don't feel like, you know, I'm dissing you. Okay. But we're talking about something that the three of us can relate to, what we've been through. Okay.
You know, and the thing that you're saying that we're in a different level of, if it comes to numbers, we're all in a different level. I'm under 1,000. Boomer's over 1,000, and you're damn near 10,000. So you also have more people that come in and lurk, and then therefore bring in haters that will come in and lurk on you.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big difference. I am just a plankton in the ocean on YouTube. That's all I am. You know, and like you're getting these YouTubers that are, you know, botting you, swatting you, making horrible threats. I have the ones that are just downright nasty to say things, you know, that will want you to get up and start fighting is what they do.
Right.
And Boomer, you know, I've seen him on both platforms. And again, I don't have problems with Boomer. Boomer is a good guy, but he's one of those guys, you love him or hate him. And I've seen people go after Boomer too. And when he didn't deserve it. But that's how I classify ourselves, because we're all in a different level, different communities and everything.
Thomas, my camera's on. I'm just not sitting in front of the computer and it's just showing the background. Because I'm too lazy. I had a hard day yesterday. Give me a break.
And I knew exactly what you were talking about too. When you said that, that comment in my live stream earlier, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, well, it's been an ongoing thing for a week. It took a week to fucking correct everything. The first thing that happened, my niece broke my mom's faucet in the sink faucet. And so she bought a new one. I had to replace that for her. Well, in doing that, we realized that the shutoff spigot underneath was bad and it was spraying out the handle. So we had to get a new one of those. First thing they try to do is give us one of those new shark bite type deals. And it wasn't the right thing. So we had to take it back and we went old school, replaced it with the same type there. So it meant a lot of soldering and a lot of up and down and waiting. And I burned off my fingerprints on my thumb and two fingers. You know, it was just one of those days. You know, like it was an 8-hour fucking session of replacing this damn spigot. And then today, this morning, mom calls and I'm like, oh shit, something went wrong. It probably blew up. I probably did something wrong. Maybe a solder broke or something. Anyway, so she calls and I'm expecting the worst. And she's like, well, we have no hot water. The hot water's out. I'm like, oh, okay. Because I actually answered the phone. I was like, what's broke now? And so all I had to do was go over there and after 34 attempts, relight the pilot light on the water heater. So yeah, I mean, I'm just
Thomas is,
like the only thing my brain's halfway working and my mouth, you know, never stops working. So those are the only two things on me that really work right now because of yesterday. It usually takes me 3 days to recoup. So that's why I'm not sitting in my chair in front of the camera.
It's all good.
but Thomas is correct. There's just sometimes I need to shut my pie hole and I don't. I know, right, Leia? Yeah, put my phone in.
No comment, Thomas.
That's why I said you gotta do yourself. Leia, hold on, I got.
Oh, my dad is number 13. What do you need? Yeah. Oh, spend it. Well, I'm not like that with my mom. Okay. I mean, I do. You know, also, she usually calls when something's broke, needs to be fixed or whatever. But when it comes to my niece, my oldest sister's oldest child, or no, well, her only daughter, let's put that. When it comes to, whenever I see her name pop up on my phone, that's how I answer. What the fuck you want now? It's either cigarettes, money, or a place to stay. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, you get, it gets so monotonous that, you know, I don't even want to answer the phone, let alone with a nice hello. It's what the fuck you want now, you know? So,
Yeah, then what the fuck do you want?
yeah.
I had to move rooms. I had to plug my phone in for dying.
When I call my family, it's usually because I kind of sent something in it, and I'm calling to see how everybody is. I'm, you know, I say, hey, is everything okay? Or how you guys doing it? Or whatever, you know, but nobody ever calls Boomer and says, hey, Boomer, how you feeling today? We know, you know, you've had some, but no, it's not like that. It's, hey, my toilet's broke. Can you come fix it? Or, hey, you got $10 I can borrow. Hey, you got some tobacco on you. You know, it's like,
I think Nike and Reb and all them are talking about me in chat.
Do you want me to block them?
Messages me.
Let them spew the jealousy. They're coattailing me right now.
Oh my goodness.
Little haters. Tell me.
Yeah,
I probably know the less amount of people they do. So yeah, they coattail me.
Yeah. But just one time, I would like to receive a phone call from, my mom or somebody who says, hey, would you like to come over and have dinner with us tonight or something?
That'd be nice.
Instead of, hey, my toilet's broke, or hey, the sink needs fixing, and, it's always something that needs fixing or doing. I remember the last time somebody's cut. You know what? I can remember. It was 2 years ago before my sister passed away. The last meal I had with them, my little sister's favorite thing is the best dish she's ever made. She does stuffed shells. I don't know if you guys know what stuffed shells is.
Those are delicious.
Yeah. For it, whatever. Well, she makes stuffed shells, and she called me up and says, hey, we're having stuffed shells tomorrow night. I want you to come over and I'm like, okay. And that was the last time anybody has ever called me thinking of me and my stomach saying, hey, would you like to come over and have dinner with us? So it's been almost 2 years, since that's happened. And my little sister was the one that was always thinking, hey, we're going to have this decent dinner. Let's have Boomer come over.
My heart goes out to you when you explain that story, because you're not the only one out there that's in that position. There's lots of people that wish that they could, have that love, that affection. Hey, I get it. I totally get it. I've got some relatives in my family I wish would contact me and say, hey, Uncle Ben, how you doing? Right? I've been thinking about you. I hope you're okay.
Right. Well, Texas, not for the most part when it comes to anybody else, but I'm talking about, my family. Like our family's always been tight knit. We've always been close together, and as each one leaves us, it becomes less and less. You know what I mean? So, we haven't had a decent holiday since my grandparents passed away. We haven't had, my mom lost all of her sisters, and there hasn't been a family gathering.
I just want to say that when my great grandparents were alive, every year we had a family reunion.
Yeah,
and there were thousands of us. And then it was getting smaller and smaller. Now, since probably the 2000s, we haven't had a family reunion since. Since the grandparents have passed away, the great grandparents have passed away, and it's like we've all changed. And that's the only time family get together is weddings and funerals.
Yep. Well, nobody get together on my funeral, please. Just sit back, open up your favorite drink, and celebrate while they run my pine box through the oven.
I can relate to the family reunions thing. Our family, we had 52 family reunions, 52. That goes back a long, long ways.
Yeah.
And I've been to many of the family reunions, but in the last probably 10 family reunions, I've not been interested because it's all the younger generation now. It's all the grandkids, the nieces, the nephews, the people that I don't know. We don't have nothing in common. I had common and the older people, the people that were my age or older, the people that I respected, all my life. And so the family reunions just weren't the same for me anymore. My mom and dad are gone. So if they want to continue to do that, have the family reunions with the younger generation, that's fine. They don't know who I am. Most of them don't. They don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But I'm thankful for the time that I did get to have with my family. That's all that matters, is the time that I did get to have to make those memories, to take those photos, what have you.
Oh no, Jay's phone's going off. Whatever.
Oh, thanks, Thomas. I feel the same way about you, bro. Hopefully I can get down there again someday. And we also had another great experience. We actually got to meet Stephanie Ferrante while I was down there too.
I remember her.
We all met at what is it called? Red, I don't know, over by the river where they crossed the Delaware. I can't remember the name of the
hell if I would know.
Red something or I don't know. Anyway, she came over and hung out with us for the day at the park there. What's that place called again, Thomas? Boomer is a wee quirky, but not in any. Yeah, hey.
You know, that's the other thing too. When you have a chance to go meet somebody, I encourage people to go meet, whether I get along with them or not. I'm like, yeah, go meet them. You know, what you find in a friend is different than what I find in a friend. And I've done that with several people, because I don't like it when somebody turns around and tells me, oh, if you go such and such, I can't associate with you anymore.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that happens to a lot of us.
Yeah.
But Thomas, like I'm saying, great guy. He doesn't want issues with anyone.
And James, you're full of shit.
Yeah, we got a shitster out in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Let Hot Tamara. She is a shitster. Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
I have only
if you want receipts, look back to the chat. Look what she's saying out there, okay?
Yeah, that's what the place is called. It's Red Bank. Yeah, Red Bank Battlefield Park. Yeah, that was an awesome place to visit too. That place has got a lot of history. They crossed Washington, crossed the Delaware there, and it was almost as exciting as what was the place in PA again?
Oh, cripes almighty. The name of the park, the battlefield. Starts with a G, if I'm correct.
With Hell's or the Devil's Den there, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yeah.
It was all. I mean, I put it right there with Gettysburg. Shit! I gotta show that. I'm sorry, Texas. That was a good one. Sorry, Tams, but hey, if we didn't pick on you, you would think we didn't love you.
Ain't that the truth?
You'll just give it back later.
Also, Thomas can answer this too. There's always a method to my madness. Just like there's a method to your madness, there's a method to Boomer's madness. I will always see a different.
There is. I haven't found it.
There is, Boomer. Sometimes I am really stubborn, and I go for what I think is right, whether it's right or not. And it could bite me in the ass, but they have seen that shit has happened to me before, and I went rogue, and it turned out for the better. Does that happen every time? No.
Oh, Tams, by the way, before I forget again, guess what I got today? What we were talking about the other night, I'll have to do a live stream at some point and have you up on a panel, because if you got yours, I got mine, and we'll make it a party. Now that's leaving everybody with all kinds of questions. But
I'm thinking adult oriented. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Well, it could be. A lot of people have used it for adult oriented entertainment. But in this case, it's very innocent.
Sandra, good to see you out there. I hope you're having a good night. Some here, let's see, she says, some here in my family, we don't get together often either, unless it's a loved one passing. Wish it could be more family time. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you get a lot of time to think when you're sick or ill and you can't go anywhere and you're homebound. Trust me, you have a lot of time to think about all the things that you wish you could have done. It happens at the worst time of our lives that we think about these things, usually when we're in a hospital or if for those people that might serve some jail time, it gives us a lot of time that, why couldn't I did it this way? Right. So we end up have a lot of regrets.
I don't usually think about the things I could have done more than I do the things I shouldn't have done that I did do, such as getting married. Hey, but for the most part, I don't think I have any regrets in my life. Anything I've done to fuck shit up, there's a purpose for it. Everything that's done in life, there's a purpose for it. Yeah. So I don't regret anything I do, but get married.
We learn by our mistakes. You definitely do. Right. We don't listen to somebody else who's already learned by it. Like, let's say, Cav, you did something, and you're like, Em, I wouldn't do that. This is what happened. I smashed my finger. Oh, fuck you, Cav. I'm still good. I'm not going to smash my finger. And I end up smashing my finger.
Right. So yeah, Tim, I was thinking about doing the live stream tomorrow. I was going to do a short one before my paranormal stream tomorrow. But yeah, if you get it tomorrow, message me and let me know. We'll do a little party live stream.
Well, listen, you two good people. I'm gonna bring this live stream to a close. Do you have any closing thoughts, Boomer or Am? Boomer, I'm gonna start with you first. You have any closing thoughts before I let you down off the panel, because I want to do my closing too.
Well, I think I've said everything that needed to be said, other than much love to you and yours, and keep it real.
That's right. That's right, brother. Well, thank you for coming up, Boomer. I appreciate it. And Em, here's your chance. So you got any closing words or thoughts?
I said it earlier, if you hear something, it's rumors, go to that source to find out if it's true or not. Me, I will tell you, don't believe everything you hear, especially from big drama communities. Just go to the source. Come to me. I'm an open book. I will tell you anything you want to know.
Amen. Amen to that. And thank you for coming up on the panel and hanging out with me. I appreciate it, girl.
Thank you for having me. Love you, Ben.
Love you. All right. So there you go. Boomer D and Amos Jen both come up on the panel. Listen, I want to close out this live stream. So whether it was the real channel or a fake channel out there, I was able to confront that community over there, which I don't want to have anything to do with, right? They do not have the content that I'm interested in. And so they don't need to worry about me hanging out with them. I don't hang out with them. Now, that was all a made up story, but I did it on purpose. And so be rest assured, I'm not one of those troll channels that hang out with you, okay? I'm not one of them. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to worry about me coming up there and causing chaos, because that's not my intent. I've got much better things to do in my life. But I will guarantee you this much, right? I will continue to pray for you. I've said it in many live streams where you've come in and you've tried to cause chaos. It will always be the same thing. I keep you in my prayers, because that's the kind of person that I am. I'm far from being a perfect Christian, but I simply know that it is the right thing to do, to pray for those people who need prayer. So you got that from me, if anything else. All right. So I want to thank all you good people for coming to my live stream. I really do appreciate it. For all those people that support me, thank you. This wasn't your average, ordinary stream. I would rather be out the fire pit cooking something up and hanging out with all you good people and just simply wanting to know how your day was, right? Because that's what it's all about. Just caring about each other and having a cool conversation. Remember this, that if you want to, it's up for grabs. You got yourself a friend right here in Cab 7. I want you to take this right here, and I want you to take this right here, and I want you to pass it to someone out there. Because the way our world is going right now, we need a whole bunch of those two things. And the only way that we're going to get that out there is if it starts with you and it starts with me. I want you to take care of yourself. And more importantly, take care of each other. Okay? Last but not least, I like to close my live streams out with that one embrace. I do believe that it can comfort you. It's simply a hug from me to you because I do care. I do care. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this channel. I want to thank Em and Boomer for coming up on the panel. Thank you so much for taking time out of your lives to share your thoughts. Thank you. I am Cab 7 right here on YouTube.